Hello, and welcome to Barovia. I am your humble Dungeon Master Pixel, and I am pleased to present to you I can't believe they've survived so far, 14th episode of Ages of Ainor presents The Curse of Strahd. Welcome everybody, what's up? How we doing, friends? As I said before, I am Pixel, and as always, we're going to get into that game here in just a few minutes, but before we do, we're going to go over our usual housekeeping things. So, first things first. Hanging out in chat today, folks. Try to remember that when we move on to map screens, which will be on a lot today, that you may be seeing things from the DM perspective, and you may therefore be seeing some things that the players don't see. Because I like to hide things from them, mostly around corners, waiting to gnaw off their faces. So try not to spoil stuff. If you see it in chat and it's kind of like semi-transparent or grayed out, or it's obviously behind like a wall that the players can't see, don't say anything about it, because they might be hanging out in chat with you, trying to have some fun, keep things rolling, and we don't want to spoil anything for them, so their players don't know anything that their characters wouldn't know. Secondly, please remember that D&D is a complex game with a lot of rules, where we're also improvising a story together, in real time together as a group. So we may play fast and loose with the rules for the sake of the narrative. I may change things in the adventure. In fact, this whole scenario that you're in right now is definitely been drastically changed from what's in the original scenario. Those of you who know Curse of Strahd will recognize some elements of it, but I have certainly taken some liberties here. I may forget rules entirely, stuff like that. So if we're like trying to think of a rule, like, oh, how does that particular class feature work, and you know how it works, feel free to drop that in chat. But if the moment passes, don't lose your mind. We're not going back to fix it. We'll just try to get right next time. Thirdly, we want to keep this space as open and welcoming as we can, to the extent that that is possible on the internet. So we do try to keep that internet toxicity to a minimum. So we won't be putting up with anyone being abusive or hateful in chat, whether that's to other viewers or anyone on the stream, regarding anything from character choices, knowledge of the game, or rules, anything else about them as people, or anything like that. I doubt that kind of thing will be a problem. Never has been before, but we do like to be upfront with the kind of dynamic that we have here. As always, fourthly, a warning that this adventure is horror-themed. There are elements that some viewers may find unpleasant or even disturbing. We aren't setting out to be overly graphic or gruesome or to upset or trigger people or anything like that, but we do want to caution people that in the context of the live stream, it's not really going to be possible for us to give like warnings and content warnings and things. So this is kind of your blanket upfront warning that if those kinds of things are a serious issue for you, you may wish to watch it after the fact, and we'll try to give those clearer warnings on our podcast and on our video versions of the episodes, so that you can hopefully enjoy those a little more safely. But we do want to say that regardless of any of that preface, we will not be depicting graphic sexual content of any kind, especially any kind of a sexual assault or violence. So if that's a concern, you can just sort of write that off, because it will not be happening on the stream. So fifthly, it is also widely known and accepted that this adventure has some problematic depictions of individuals inspired by travelers or Romani people, IRL. So I've done my best to search for some resources to help kind of mitigate and alter those depictions to be less problematic. Hopefully we've succeeded in that. Regardless, we just kind of want to acknowledge that up front. And then a reminder that we do release the show on YouTube and as a podcast after each episode during the following week. So usually what that looks like, if you are a Patreon member, you get the early access to these things that go up on Sunday. Otherwise, everything goes out on Wednesday. And then last thing before we get started, I would like us to go around and cast. If you would please introduce yourselves and your characters, as well as whether or not you have chat inspiration before we jump in. So, as always, we're going to start with Vincent Page. You're sort of taking a leaf out of Ash's actual book there, because Ash is asleep as we speak. Muted. Oh, they're muted. Uh-oh. Okay, try that. It's supposed to automatically fix that. Sorry, try that again, VP. My bad.
Okay. I'm VP in food coma, playing Ash Fireforge, and I do not currently have chat inspiration.
Sorry, yeah, my macro didn't work for some reason. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
Sorry about that, friends. So Omega.
Hey y'all, my name is Omega. I am playing Onyx Montarik, the Bladesong Wizard, and I currently do have chat inspiration, so I should be okay for a little bit. Well, probably within the next few minutes.
Okay, very good. And you do.
Yes,
You just said you don't have inspiration, but now you do. Vincent Pitch. So thank you, Skittle, for that inspiration. And Ozzy.
I'm Ozzy. I play Cass Amble Crown, and I currently have chat inspiration.
Very good. And of course, last but not least, Bonus Mom.
I am Bonus Mom. I'm delighted to be here tonight, and I will be playing Wanderess, the Circle of Stars Druid. I do not have chat inspiration, but I do know how to spatchcock a turkey.
Funny story. I didn't know what that was until the other day.
Yeah, fun. And I'm Pixel, and I am sick today. I will just go ahead and preface this. You may have noticed already, it just in the, kind of everything about how I look and sound right now. Long story short, I'm going to try my best to get through things today. Hopefully everything will be cool and we'll make it the whole way. But I do want to let you guys know there's an off chance, depending on how things go, that we may not make it the full 3 hours. I don't know. But however, you can find me in fairer times. You can find me here DMing games at Ages of Ainor in better condition. We do alternating campaigns every Friday. This Friday, obviously, Curse of Strahd. Next Friday will be the next episode of Region of Bedegar. We think we will let everybody know December always gets a little hectic for folks with the holidays. The closer we get to Christmas and New Year's, the less likely things are to happen. Obviously, we'll be picking everything up again in January if we do have to miss any. As far as I know, we should be good for all of them, but things can change last minute. We haven't really looked that far ahead. So, kind of be aware of that. We will do our best, but regardless of anything, you can expect us back to our usual schedule in the new year, almost certainly. And then you can also find me here on Twitch sometimes at twitch.tv/hammerandpixel, where I play video games, and we talk about them in a hoity-toity, highfalutin way sometimes. That's the kind of people we are over there. Anyway, regardless of all that, then we have a lot of fun, and I act like a dumbass most of the time, and that's also a good time. So anyway, yeah, that's me and where you can find me. I don't get chat inspiration because I am the DM and can do whatever I want. And mostly I get to be a menace. So regardless of all that, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. So, when last we left our heroes, Old Bone Grinder, a dilapidated, ancient windmill, rose to a sagging, crooked height above the trees of the Svalich Woods between Castle Ravenloft and Vallaki. In search of Granny Patsy and her sinister pies, our heroes had left the relative safety of Vallaki to track the old hag back to her hiding place. Upon arrival, they met Granny Patsy herself, only something was different. She seemed more like the Granny Patsy they had originally met in the small town of Barovia, who had shared wholesome pies with them, instead of sinister ones. Still distrustful, they teamed up with this Patsy to investigate Old Bone Grinder and see if they could discover the truth behind Patsy's perfidious pies. Inside the old windmill, they discovered a rotting and dilapidated interior, no surprise for Barovia at this point, but noticed several curiosities, such as a basket full of live frogs and a cage full of chickens. Cass used Speak with Animals to speak with the frogs, who decided she was the hero of prophecy come to set them free. And after answering her questions about the old woman who kept them there, Cass released them, forever cementing herself into the mythology of the Barovian frog religion as the prophesied savior, to be sung of in frog song for as long as frogs haunt the Barovian swamps and the banks of the Ivlis River. After also setting the chickens free, the heroes made their way up the tower, discovering at the top that magic had been employed to hide an elevator within the mill shaft of the old windmill. They entered the elevator and descended deep under the soil of Barovia, a place that before had led them to tragedy. Upon reaching the bottom, they discovered a horrific scene. Strange, pale children shambling to and fro, bearing steaming, fresh-made pies onto carts with beautiful, shimmering pink calligraphy signs bearing the name Patsy's Pies. And in the center of the back of the room, keeping watch over the slaving, mindless children, Granny Patsy. Our heroes and the Patsy they had brought with them sprung into action, attacking the other Patsy. After dealing significant damage to the old woman, her glamour faded and her true face was revealed. a long-faced, weak-chinned man with cropped blonde hair, blue eyes, and sharp black claws. He carried on the fight briefly before fleeing through the door behind him. Ash charged through the door ahead of his comrades to discover another room full of pale and shambling children, this group making pies from strange ingredients on shelves. Again, Granny Patsy stands in the center of the room. When Ash enters, she summons oozes from vats at the back of the room and engages in combat as the others rush to help Ash. But it may be too late, as Ash is standing alone against Patsy Redux and a horde of slime, except not really standing because Ash has been put to sleep and is sort of wobbling on his feet there, as Patsy and the slime bear down on him, and that is where we resume our tale. If I can get my little music stuff rolling here. So that is where we resume our tale, my friends. So, we ended at the top of a round. Ash, you have been put into a magical sleep with a spell that I need to look up real quick, because I don't know if you get a save or if you're just asleep.
Well, that would be some crap, wouldn't it? Don't even get to attempt to wake up.
Yeah, you fall unconscious, you wake up if you take any damage or if another creature uses its action to shake you awake. So Ash does not get to act in this round of combat. As Ash, you stand there sort of loopy and black eyes covering your eyes as you sort of wobble on your feet. I would like somebody to roll me a d4.
I'll snag the first one tonight. Never mind.
Oh, too late.
I mean, you guys don't know this, but low is actually good.
Well, now we do.
And then I need somebody to roll me a d6, actually. Is the next thing.
Okay, I'll do it. 3.
3. Okay, well, that's what I was looking at. All right. And another slime sort of begins to blorp its way out of one of the vats at the back of the room. And then evil Granny Patsy. It is her turn, and she is going to... Let's just see what all she can do.
Doesn't look like everybody's turn orders in the thing, by the way.
It's not? Who's missing?
Nope. Everybody but me.
It might be on the other map.
I
Hang
think
on.
it's on the other map.
Yeah, I've got you all. Stand by, everybody. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
when I
probably
was on
because
it.
your tokens were originally on the other map. Oh, dang it. I don't really know how to fix that. Because I actually have you all on mine.
Oh no.
What about now?
I mean-
did Cass just show up or no?
No, not yet.
No.
Shit. Okay.
I mean, if you have it, then it
I've
doesn't
got
matter,
it,
right?
but yeah, that's weird. Roll 20. R.I.P. This is a little bit loud. Okay. So Granny Patsy, what can she do? That's the wrong Granny Patsy. That's
You
the
could be a
one.
deer and wake me up. That'd be
Har, har,
great.
har.
Wake me up.
Make me
Sing a chat. Oh.
Let's see. Is I bite concentration? It is. Okay, so she is going to move up to Ash, but she is going to fire off an arcane bolt at Granny Patsy.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Yeah,
You
so
guys
he has
step
a little,
on my
a
sleeping
little
body.
Patsy on Patsy violence here. Okay, so that's a 14. Granny Patsy's AC is 13. Uh-oh. So
Damn
that
it.
is 6 points of force damage. As Patsy, who had rushed ahead to help Ash, takes... So the fake Granny Patsy, whose fingers now, again, have elongated into these black claws, sort of launches this sort of purple and black, like, ball of energy that slams into Granny Patsy. That is her movement and action, and then it is the Cream Slime.
Well, Like,
Okay,
hit
and
me,
this
but
thing
hit
is
me
not smart.
softly, please.
Do what?
I'm just being funny. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I said
Okay,
hit
so
me-
this
hit
thing
me
is going to
softly.
move up and is going to attack Ash. So it has advantage because you're prone. Does a 17 hit?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does.
Okay, you take 8 damage. You take 4 bludgeoning and 4 psychic damage. As
Damn
this
it, I
thing sort of
said
like
softly.
whaps its thing into you. You do wake up. However, I need you to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
We've got a 21.
21 makes the save. So you feel this like weird dream energy sort of like flicker into your mind, and for just a second there are these like flashes in front of your eyes. However, you shake off the effect and are no longer asleep. And that brings us to Wandress.
All right. I'm sorry to be this way, DM. I just want to ask one question, which was, because it's been 2 weeks since we played, did we get any inkling as to whether any particular kind of damage, like versus magic versus non-magic, made a difference?
Against what?
The fake Patsy,
Yeah,
right?
the fake Patsy.
Okay, yeah, because I wasn't sure if you were talking about the fake Patsy or the slime, which you guys don't think
Right,
have hit
I'm
yet.
sorry, I'm talking
fake
about the
Patsy.
fake. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
so you did get the sense, I think, that bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks that weren't silvered were so that it has a not vulnerability, but it can be easily damaged by silver, and that bludgeoning, piercing, slashing otherwise didn't do much to it unless they were magical. Also, I think you discovered a radiant vulnerability, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so radiant damage does extra damage. Everything else that's non-magical doesn't do as much.
Okay. Okay. Well, from where I am, I'm aiming at fake. Wanderous is aiming at fake bonus.
Patsy.
Granny Patsy, and is going to do that with his dither at this point because of how far away he is. Okay, so he's firing off a dither
Very
at
good.
fake Granny Patsy,
Firing off. Okay, that's
an 11.
11 to hit. 11 does not hit.
Okay, so given that, the next thing he is going to do is move up closer. So he's going to do his full movement.
Okay.
Which is, I
30
think,
feet.
30 feet. I'm going to double check. Yep. So he is going to move 30 feet.
Okay.
I know it's not my turn, but just out of curiosity, is the real Patsy okay? Like, do we get the sense that she's like bogged down pretty hit?
Yeah, so she took, 6 damage? She looks fine.
Okay.
It's not a big hit.
I don't
And
think
what are
about
the pink? What are the pink circles for again?
Oh, the pink
Bless.
circles are for bless.
Oh,
So,
crap.
yeah,
I
your
could've-
attack should
Well,
have bless.
I could have only rolled a D4. I don't think that would have done it. Okay.
Let's find out. No, a D4 could theoretically get you there.
Well, can I
actually-
retcon it and see?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's still your turn, so go ahead and roll the...
Okay. I got a 2. So 13.
Okay, so 13 does not get there.
Okay. Thank you, DM.
Okay, and then you've moved up. That brings us to Cass. Now, Cass, I believe last time you are blessed, and you also do have that additional 1d4 radiant damage on your next attack from Patsy. I think she does that with a bonus action every turn, and she is who you gave it to last time.
Okay.
You are who she gave it to last time. I don't know what I said. I'm sick.
So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use 20 feet of my movement to move up next to Wondrous. Now, okay, so just to make sure, this is bad Patsy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Sacred Flame.
Okay. Very good. And that is a
That's a
dex
cantrip.
save from her. What is your spell save DC?
13.
13. All right. 6 does not do it. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, you did, and that's ooh. It's like max damage, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and she has a vulnerability, so that is doubled. So she takes a big ol' hit as you summon this sacred flame. So you've probably cast this before, but Cass, what does it look like when you pull sacred flame?
I mean, so it's basically just like the flame spell from Skyrim shooting out of my hands.
Okay, very cool. Okay, yeah. So any movement from you?
I'm gonna ask, real Patsy if she's okay.
Yeah, real Patsy says, yeah, kiddo, I'm fine.
So you don't need healing or anything?
No, I got this.
Okay.
Just help Ash.
Okay, then I'll take some more of my movement. Because I have what? Well, no, I only have like 5 more feet of movement.
25,
So
I think, total.
okay, yeah. So I'm not going to move anymore because I'm basically already at my max. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, that brings us to Onyx.
Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, I could get it right up next to that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move up 25 feet next to the real Granny Patsy. And let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and do Ray of Frost.
Okay.
On the evil Granny Patsy.
Okay. Yeah, let her rip.
Let's do that.
25 hits.
Perfect. So that is 3 cold damage, and looks like their speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of until the start of my next turn.
Very good.
So
Snail.
Yeah, so Onyx sort of like pew, launches this ray of frost at Granny Patsy, which streaks over Ash's shoulder and sort of slams into Granny Patsy. Bring us to real Granny Patsy's turn. Real Granny Patsy is.
Oh, I thought I was before her. I'm sorry.
You are before fake Granny Patsy.
Oh, real. Okay.
Yeah.
God, this is too confusing. Okay, go ahead. My bad. I was just worried that I was about to get yeeted. I didn't mean to jump in front of you.
Oh, you're fine.
Like, wait.
Okay, so, okay, so Ash, Granny Patsy is going to, let's see. Yeah, so Granny Patsy is going to use her bonus action. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Granny Patsy is going to use her bonus action to give Ash another instance of give him hell, kiddo. So Ash, your next attack will have radiant damage. And then that's her bonus action. And then she is going to use... he's already done bless. She is going to use her I've got an edge. So evil Granny Patsy needs to make a DC 14 charisma save.
Disapproval of
Which
their
she
okay.
does not make.
I'm just now reading this.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Granny Pat. I'll just read it for chat in case it's hard to read. Granny Patsy chooses a creature within 90 feet and gives that creature a withering glare. The targeted creature must make a DC 14 charisma saving throw. On a failure, the targeted creature takes 5 plus force. That is a total of 9 psychic damage for this creature. As Granny Patsy signals her disapproval of their shenanigans, the creature has disadvantage on any attack rolls made until the end of the creature's next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. Is not subject to disadvantage. Okay, and as this happens, Granny Patsy deals enough damage to this creature, and again, its vision fades, and we see this individual with sort of like combed over dark hair, and he's wearing like a tuxedo with like a little white tie. He has blue eyes and kind of a sort of square face. And he says, well, what's this now? You guys are interrupting our production. We're changing the world here. And that is Granny Patsy's turn. Actually, Granny Patsy is going to move up closer. Let's see. Yeah, she'll move up about there. And that brings us to Ash.
Thank heavens. Okay. So, first thing that I would like to do is make a short sword attack against the Granny Patsy. And just for reference, I did give my normal one to Onyx. So all I have left is the silvered one. And then we get that bonus radiant, yeah?
Yes, so you make your short sword attack and you get that bonus, and you have Bless. So you get an extra d4 to your roll. 14 hits.
Woo!
Don't even need the Bless. What is that? 11 damage.
So this is just the set. I don't have. Oh well, I guess we add the 4.
And you just slash R1d4, and we'll just double that.
I was gonna say it's just a 7, right? Because of I don't have.
Sneak attack. You don't get sneak attack. You're right. So
yeah, nobody's in melee. As much as I would have loved for you to have given me that, we'll play fair. Since you're sick.
Okay, well, that is, but you do get 6 more damage.
Woo!
Okay. All right. Yeah, so as you lash out, Patsy's blessing on your sword sort of burns into the creature. He says, ow.
Also, we're going to use, what's it called? It's my bonus action thing. It's called cunning action. Yeah.
Cunning action. Disengage.
Yeah, we are going to disengage and get GTFO.
Okay.
Let's move back. Actually, we'll just like.
Oh, I forgot to do this. This
5-10
moved last turn.
I feel like this is a role-playing decision. Don't hate me, but I feel like I wouldn't back up any further than what Granny Patsy was.
Okay. Also, sorry, I forgot to move that other slime last turn, but it would have moved, so I moved it up. Okay, so you've action, bonus action, you've moved. Anything else from Ash?
Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's it.
Okay. Somebody else roll me a d4. Vincent did it last time.
I can get it.
Damn it.
Oh, brutal.
Damn it.
Absolutely brutal. Okay. Somebody
Sam,
else
no.
roll. I need. Actually, I don't need any d6s because I know where these are coming from. So.
You're only missing 2 of them, but.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay. Boom. Yep. So 4 of more of these slimes sort of splorch out of these other things. That brings us to Granny Patsy? Question mark. Who is going to run away like a little bitch? Yeah, so because his movement is slowed, he does not make it all the way out the door. But he does just turn and run and say, I've got a meeting somewhere.
This is such a South Park fight. I swear to God, it's like straight out of the stick of truth. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, so the slimes move in. So one moves up to Granny Patsy, another one moves up to Ash. These other ones sort of begin to slurp their way under, taking dash actions. And we'll just have the other ones do the exact same thing. So these slimes are sort of like deceptively quickly kind of coming across the floor. One of them attacks Granny Patsy.
Don't you dare attack Granny
18
Patsy.
hurt. 18 hits. Granny Patsy takes 7 points of damage. She doesn't have any resistances, does she? No. Okay. Wait, I did give her necrotic immunity, but that doesn't matter for this. Okay, so she takes 7 points of damage and has to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Oh, no. Okay, so Patsy, Granny Patsy, you guys don't know what's happened to her, but she sort of just like is kind of shaking her head and like holding her face. She is under some kind of effect that is quite confusing and bad for her. I don't know. We're going to give this weird eyeball thing that will do. Okay, and then this other one is going to attack Ash.
God.
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Yep.
Oof. All right, Ash, you take 5 points of damage, 3 bludgeoning, 2 psychic, and I need another DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
19.
19 makes the save. Once again, you feel this psychic energy sort of flick through you as this weird, sloppy ball of goo slams into you. And you can see, actually, now that you're right up close to this thing, in this goo, you see these like weird flashes of light and momentary images. There's like a paper airplane flying. There is like a warm hug. And then you also see some things that are like kind of nightmarish. You see like a dark shadow crawling out from under a bed. It seems that these slimes are made out of children's dreams.
Oh dear.
Okay, and these other ones have dashed and moved. That brings us to Wandress.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wandress is looking at the room, seeing what's going on, and he looks up, but of course he can't see anything out of the room. You can just see the look of frustration on his face. He grabs his purple shard that he wears on a necklace and a deep breath, and you begin to notice that he starts to shimmer a bit, and it is almost as though little purple pin lights that could look like stars, purple stars, begin to just appear all over his body. And Wandress is going to change into his starry form.
Ooh.
And he is, the constellations as they appear across the front, if any of you studied the heavens, you would know that it is the sign of the archer. And he is going to he's going to move his arms like he's using his bow, but there'll actually be a shimmering bow in his hands. And he is going to shoot that shimmering archer bow at the fellow with the dark hair in the doorway. That's the first thing he's going to do.
So you're shooting your starry form bow at the guy in the doorway.
Yes.
Okay. What is the range on that? Because he is 65 feet away from you. It probably has that much range, but
I'm looking.
Okay.
But I'm also willing to move forward.
Why don't we just
put
it in chat and then I'll look for it?
Okay.
Archer, okay. While this lasts,
it's got to be 30 feet.
You can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet. Okay, he is not within 60 feet. You will have to move closer.
I definitely will do that. Okay. So let me get back to the thing because I was reading the spell. How many feet forward? Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I apologize for being slow here. I'm going to move because I'm passing the slime. I don't want to get out of the slime's attack of opportunity space. So I'm going to move right there. And that should put me in range.
But you will have disadvantage on the attack from being in melee with the slime.
Okay, well, how about if I move over here?
Yeah, you can move over there without triggering anything.
Thank you. I appreciate all of your help. Now I think I'm in range. And I'm still like kind of close to Ash and okay. And that was 20 feet, I think. 5, 10. No, that was, I think that was 20 feet. It might have just been 15. Okay, to do this, do I just have to, see, I don't see if there's something that I hit, or do I have to just roll? Like in my weapon thing, I'm looking to see, is there a button that I push for?
You make a spell attack, so it is proficiency plus wisdom modifier.
So I roll a d20.
Yes, and you add...
Oh, Lord, I'm using my chat inspiration. That was a 3, so I'm going to roll again, roll another d20. I'm using, let's see, wait, do I have... yeah, I'm going to use my chat inspiration and roll another d20.
Okay.
And that's a 19.
Okay.
So does a 19 hit him?
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay, then I get to do...
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Wandress's wisdom modifier is +4. So you're going to do 1d8 plus 4 times 2 damage.
1d8 is 5, plus 4 is 9.
Okay.
Times 2 is 18.
Okay.
And it's radiant damage.
It is radiant damage. Yep.
Okay. So just a purple radiant burst of light that is actually shaped like an arrow smacks into this guy.
Okay.
Now, that was my bonus action. And I've moved 20 feet.
You also have inspiration back, by the way, just real quick.
Oh, thank you. All right. So that was that's a bonus, but it's not a spell, right? So I can do any spell now that I want to.
That I believe is an action. Let's take a look.
Oh, I thought it said bonus action.
And as a bonus action, you make. Oh no, you can. Yeah, you can. So that's your bonus action. So you can also cast a spell. Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. And that guy is still standing. How bad does he look?
Pretty bad.
I'm gonna follow it up. This looks a little bit different. This looks more like a bolt of what we would call electric energy, I think. Let me go back and look at my second page. And I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I apologize. I want to get it right. I want to know what it looks like.
Take your time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the trail of a purple comet shooting across the night sky, and I'm shooting guiding bolt at that guy again.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got guiding bolt, and I think that is in a place where I just hit it. And I have some uses of guiding bolt. Okay, that's 12 to hit, so that probably doesn't hit, huh?
12 does not hit, no. You are blessed, though.
I get to still use the bless, even if I've already used it once?
Yeah, you use bless. Bless just, like, lasts every attack roll you make.
Okay, that's 2 more, makes a 14.
Okay, 14 does hit.
Woo! Okay, so I get to, and that was one of my 3 uses of guiding bolt. So do I click it again and that does the damage?
You click it in chat and that does the damage.
Okay, so that's
like where it says guiding bolt in chat. You don't have to backslash anything. Where it says guiding bolt, always circle of stars in chat, you just click that and it auto rolls damage for you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Fourteen radiant damage.
God.
Yeah, guiding bolt's a baller spell, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't do so hot with Dither, but this is making the difference. Okay, that's 14 more bolts of damage at this guy.
Okay. Yeah, so you launch that, and this radiant energy, this sort of purple star and electric energy sort of blasts out, and he vanishes in a puff of starlight.
Maybe good, maybe bad. Okay, I have a little bit more movement left. I'm going to move back to the other side of Ash.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so you've moved, you've action, you've bonus action, you've blown up somebody. Cass, you're up. There are 6 dream slimes sort of slurping their way at you.
Good, Oz.
Sorry, I was muted.
There we
Okay.
go.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit the one in front of Ash with Sacred Flame. Has a DC of 13.
Okay, the one in front of Ash with Sacred Flame. Dex save. That is a 5. Let's go ahead and roll your damage. For 5 points of radiant damage, okay? Okay, yeah, so once again, you lash out with your radiant flames, and they burn this creature with that radiant damage. Any other movement?
Oh, hold on.
Sorry for the drop frames, folks.
Okay, yeah, I was seeing if I could use Lay on Hands as a bonus action, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up here just so I'm like directly behind Ash in my turn.
Okay. All right, Onyx, you're up.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and move up a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move up over here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Ray of Frost again. And I'm gonna go ahead and target this slime right here.
Okay, which one? Okay, that one there.
The one on the far right.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
And you do have Bless.
Perfect.
Don't need it. 23 hits. For 8 points of cold
8
damage. Damn.
Yep. And 10 feet of reduced movement.
Right. Okay.
And then I think that's gonna be it.
Okie dokie. There you go, Onyx. So I described it as a bolt of freezing energy, but actually I forgot it is a pine tree with sort of frost coming off of it, like a missile, launches through the air and slams into this ooze and sort of like freezes some of its body, which kind of like now moves even more slowly, sort of like trying to pour syrup when it's like really cold from the refrigerator. That brings us to regular Granny Patsy, who has this weird effect going on. What she is actually gonna do then is she is going to with a bonus action give a healing word at first level to Ash. Ash, you regain 7 hit points.
I'll take it.
And then she is going to use her cast iron defender. She pulls a frying pan out of her pack and swings it at the creature in front of her with disadvantage. And 11 actually hits. These guys do not have high AC for 6 bludgeoning damage. However, Yeah, actually, no, it takes the full damage. So she sort of like splats, and this little bit of goo like flies off the thing and then quickly evaporates in this sort of shimmering mist from this weird dream pie.
Tell me the name of that weapon one more time.
It is the Cast Iron Defender. Okay, Ash, you're up.
Thank God. I love that so much. Well, all my friends are here. We're going to make a stand, baby. And I'm going to attack, short sword attack. It is the silvered one. The one directly in front of Granny Patsy.
Okay.
For drum roll, 14.
14 hits.
And then the damage. We got sneak attack on this baby. We're looking at 11. 11 total.
The one in front of, Granny Patsy or the one in front of you?
The one in front of Granny Patsy.
Yeah, so you stab into this thing just after she smashes it with the frying pan, and you stab into its core, and all of it sort of, again, it sort of slides down onto the floor in a heap, and then like this shimmering mist, it evaporates, and you can see like all these like weird little visions sort of dissipate from it.
Dang, I've really got to remember my other little bonus actions I can do. But anyway, that worked out great. I was just thinking out loud.
You're all good.
I tell you, I think that I will use disengage though, and kind of pop over here to the other side of Wondrous. I'm not going far. I just wanted out of melee. I've got my ass kicked this whole fight.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity.
I was bonus action.
Bonus action disengage.
Cunning action. Yeah.
Very good. It is not going to do that. Okay. No more of them spawn. Wondrous, you're up. You're muted, Wondrous.
Wondrous, seeing how well Ash did with his silvered sword, and not having a silvered sword, but having oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm just looking here. It occurs to me, having seen what happened with the with what Onyx did, then I think that if it's range and no, back to the original thing, I'm just gonna hit it with I'm gonna, for a bonus action, do shillelagh on my quarterstaff, and I'm gonna hit the thing in front of me with my shillelagh.
Okay, very good.
But so I just hit shillelagh for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's a 22 to hit the thing right diagonally in front of me.
22 hits.
And the damage is a 9.
Okay. 9 damage on the one in front of you. And that is what? Bludgeoning damage?
Is it still bludgeoning with the shillelagh?
I think it is.
Okay.
Let me get my card.
But it counts as magical either way, although that doesn't matter, I think, for the purposes of this one thing involved. But
it just says it uses my spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack, and damage rolls a melee attack, and the weapon's damage becomes a D8. That's all it says.
So yeah, it is still that, but that doesn't matter in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, so
now
you slam your shillelagh into it, and it does the same thing, one after the other.
Does slamming the shillelagh against it, is that the bonus action, or is
casting shillelagh on your thing is a bonus action. Using it still requires the same action to make the attack.
Okay, and I made it disappear?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Then I am going to move over to, I'm going to move 5 feet to Granny Patsy. I'm going to say, "Are you okay?" And then I'm going to say the whole room full of kids as loudly as I can, and as big as Wanderers can do it. I'm going to say, "Get out of here now! Run!"
Okay.
Do I need to do a roll to see if they were intimidated?
Yeah, sure.
By
Make
me?
a persuasion check.
It's an 11.
Yeah, I don't think they pay you much mind, unfortunately.
Okay. I tried. Wondrous tried.
Okay. Let's see. That brings us to Cass.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wait.
I'm gonna-
Hang on. I fucked up.
Oh.
I need to add turns for these guys. They didn't get to act last round, so I'm just going to go ahead and insert them here. Because they originally had like a 19, I think, and we're supposed to go after the layer action or 17. But because I deleted the one that the turn was attached to, none of them, you get them anyway. So I am actually going to go ahead and have these guys act. Sorry, Cass, I'm jumping in, but that's because I screwed up. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one and this one can get into melee. This one can get into melee. This one, on the other hand, can get into melee, but has to dash to do it. So they sort of rush up on all of you. Let me see. So Ash, you're taking one attack. Ash, Wondrous, and Granny Patsy are all taking attacks here. So Ash, Wondrous, Granny Patsy. I've got a 20 to hit Ash. For 7 points of damage, and I need that wisdom save. Wondrous, I have an 8 to hit you. Does not hit you. And Patsy is a 16 to hit. Okay,
13 on the wisdom
13
save.
exactly makes the save. And Patsy takes 9 more points of damage. And she also has to make this wisdom save. Oof, 12 does not make the save. Damn. So she is still under this effect. And she takes that damage. Oh, and she uses her reaction. I've meant to do this a bunch of times. Ash, she uses her reaction to give you a pep talk. You can spend a hit dice and roll to recover hit points equal to that plus your constitution modifier.
It's okay, baby.
Yeah, so even through all of her haze and stuff, she looks over at you and says, "Come on, Ash, you can do this."
Oh my god. So whenever I hit this, does it take away one of my hit dice? Or is it just like a
says
free hit
spend a
dice?
hit dice. I think you do
Okay.
actually have to use one of your hit
Okay.
dice for this, unlike
That's
the ones we do from chat.
Yeah.
Incidentally, chat, don't forget, in addition to advantage, you can grant these people hit dice once per session. So, okay, you gain 3 more hit points. It's
I'll
not
take
nothing.
it.
Okay. Sorry, Cass. Now it is you. My apologies.
Okay, so if I get in the melee range, they get an attack of opportunity, right?
No.
No, just if you leave.
only if you get
Okay.
into melee range and then leave it without disengaging. So,
Bet. Okay, so I'm gonna use 10 feet of my movement to get online with Ash and Wondrous, and then I'm gonna use my longsword and attack the one directly in front of me. That's a 19.
okay, that hits.
So that's a 7 for slashing. I don't think I had any effects applied to my sword.
You got the
You do
radiant
still.
thing.
No, you do still have Granny Patsy's 1d4 radiant damage because your other Sacred
Okay.
Flames weren't weapon attacks. So,
Then I'll go ahead and take that too. Just
okay.
So I roll a 4.
Okay.
Okay, so 8 total.
So, okay, yeah, you slash into this thing, and you get the sense, having watched the others like stab it and stuff like that, as you slash it, the slashing doesn't do quite as much. They do have resistance to slashing damage, but they do take all of that radiant damage. So they do take 4 damage total, I think, on that. So
Okay.
that is 1 attack. Anything else with your bonus action or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Onyx. You're back up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up to here, and I am gonna go ahead and cast. Let's see. I don't know how to say this. It's this one.
Agnazer's Scorcher.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. And that is 15 fire with a DC of 15.
Okay. Dexterity save from which one of them?
For all of them, because it's in a 30
Oh,
foot
cool.
row.
Okay.
Oh
Damn.
my
So-
I gotta make
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4 deck saves, DC 15. Okay. Nobody makes a save.
ridiculous.
4079.
Yes.
Turns
my
out
God.
they are not dexterous. These slimes. They take 15 damage. That is more HP than any of their maximums. So, Onyx, what does Agnas's Scorcher look like?
I think it really just kind of looks like a roaring flame, just like kind of like coming like from my hands. Like it kind of looks like if you were to do like a fire sword like weapon swipe like upwards.
Okay.
It would kind of look like that, but
Hell yeah.
like it would
Love
just
it.
like run across the ground.
Very good.
I'm out here getting my face bashed in by these things, and he takes out 4 in one hit.
Whoosh, this lined up perfectly for you.
I was like, cool.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me, folks. Okay, so, yeah. So that is Onyx's turn. You blast all these guys. And I guess I'm going to leave you the same choice I left you before, which is, are you guys running in initiative into the next room, or are you taking a second? What's your plan here?
I could really use some healing. Like they're keeping me up, but I'm not doing great, and I'm definitely not running off without everybody this time.
I mean, I can heal you up real quick.
Yeah, I've got some.
I've got lay on hand, so I don't even have to burn a spell slot.
Okay.
I mean, so I guess to answer is, do we want to stay in turn order and just like hang back, heal, and then go in order, or do we want to?
I mean, we could do that.
I mean, it'll take me like. So yeah, I mean, it'll take me like. Well, if I heal you and then move, it'll take me like. Yeah, it'll take me 2 turns to get in there.
Well, now I've got this. Okay, but I've got this good berry thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, good berry.
Each berry restores 1 hit point. Okay. So I was thinking maybe I could use something because I'm only good for 10 hit points if I use them all. What kind of shape is Granny Patsy in? Because she's taking
Rough.
some knocks
Yeah,
too.
she's taking some big hits.
Yeah.
She's not doing great.
I think we better take a break, go out of initiative, and do some stuff, and then also try to get these kids moving in the other direction. They didn't listen to Wanderous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, hang on 1 second.
I think Wanderous is standing right there beside Granny Patsy. He's going to say to her, looking down at her, do you have any ability to heal yourself?
She says, yeah, well, I have something, but I should honestly wait to use it until, later.
Okay. So, meanwhile, did Kaz rush over to Ash? What just happened to Wanderers? Is that my starry shape? Okay.
Yeah, I
excuse me.
made you a new token. Well, mid game here.
Ooh.
I
It's
mean,
multi-sided
I'm
like Ash's is. So when you go starry form, boom, we get
Well, I mean,
starry form 1.
I'm like right next to Ash, so I can just heal him up real quick.
Well, do I lose my story form if we go out of initiative? Or
yes,
it
yeah, because it lasts
lasts
for like a minute, right? Or tell me how long
Yeah.
it lasts, I guess.
Okay, I
It'll
got to
be
go
in
back
the
to
thing.
that page.
But yeah, I want to show everybody.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
This is Wondrous' starry form. It's the best I can do on short notice.
Thank you for finding that. He says it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just scroll
Yeah.
back up in
So-
chat. It says 10 minutes.
Thank you.
But there
So
you
ends
are.
I'm
early
still
if
in
you-
my starry form.
It
I
ends
think
early
that
if you dismiss
Wanderous,
it.
and he shows her, I have 10 good berries. Will this help you? To Granny Patsy.
I think she says, Ash needs it more than me.
That's really hard for Wanderous because she helped him after the house when he was so scared to just say that. Okay, so, but if that's what she said, all right, so what has happened between Kaz and Ash?
I don't know. What has happened between Kaz and Ash?
Cash, Ozzy, are you muted?
Oh,
Like
sorry.
he said he was going to heal Ash.
Sorry, I was muted and I was letting my dog out real quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna use lay on hands, and if I use all 15 of them, that'll bring Ash up to full health.
Okay.
All right. Seeing that, I think that Wanderous ignores what Granny Patsy says, and he oh boy, I'm in the wrong page. Okay. Let me just see what this looks like, and then I'm going to do it. He ignores what she said because he just can't stand it. And so even in his starry form, he can still do this. Again, holding his shard. Summoning a breath, reaching out towards the stars and his deity. He casts Cure Wounds on Granny Patsy.
Okay.
And so Granny Patsy gets 9 points of healing, whether she wanted it or not.
Okay. Sure.
And then he would say to the children in the room one more time, you must leave, you must leave. It's not safe here. Attempting to be as strong an encouragement as he can.
Okay.
And so if I roll that persuasion thing again, yes.
Sure.
They like him even less. He rolled a 6.
Okay. Also,
they probably
Granny
hiss
Patsy
at him.
needs to roll 2. They just don't notice you. She needs to
Okay.
roll 2 Constitution saving throws for her concentration on Bless. Actually, this probably takes more than a minute, so I think Bless fades.
Okay.
So.
Then Wanderous looks at Ash, who is now feeling better, and he says, do we continue forward?
So the fake Granny Patsy disappeared, but the children seem to still be under some sort of effect. So there's got to be something further up. I think.
And there is another door up there.
I think that we should go all the way to the end and see if we can figure out what the cause of this is. Maybe if we take care of whatever's causing it, maybe they'll all return to normal.
So many creepy children in this room.
Yeah, there's a lot of children.
So be it, says Wanderous, and Wanderous moves forward.
Yeah.
30 feet. 20. Well, does it matter now? We're not an initiative, right?
Yeah, so you're not an initiative. So what I'll ask you at this point is you're going into the next room and you're going to kind of like rush out into it. It's wide enough that multiple people can pass through at once. Set yourselves in what formation you want to be in as you sort of charge into this room. And then we will kind of describe what you see.
Well, Wanderous is going right up next to the door, right in the center next to the door.
I'll be third. Or, I can just go in with Ash and Wanderous.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be with Granny Patsy, I think.
Okay. Alrighty. Hang on 1 second, folks. Gotta go set that up in the next room, and then we'll go in there. So it was in the front was Wanderous in the middle, Ash on the left, and Ash is Mask Ash at the moment, right?
Yes, correct.
And then Onyx and Patsy slightly behind. Okay. All right. Cool. You enter this massive
Oh, my.
chamber. Etched into the floor, all up and down, you see these runes. This chamber is darker than the others. I don't know what you guys can actually see here. Can you see anything? Hang on.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
We
I
see
can-
the aqua circles and
Okay.
squares. and-
Yes, you
Yeah.
see, and at the other end of the room, you see 3 Granny Patsies.
Oh no.
They are knelt down at one of these circles. You see also runes carved into the floor, and you see numerous boxes. The closest ones to you, you can sort of barely see over the lip. Inside this sort of glowing blue aura, you see sleeping children. And as you enter, you hear a chanting begin. Hang on one second.
Is the one in the middle Gil Bates?
You hear, as I said, chanting begin. People in chat, real quick, is there a double on my voice? Or you guys can hear me one time, right? I just want to make sure before I do that once. Thank you. I just want to make sure before I do this big speech that I don't have this like doubling effect, because that happens sometimes. So yeah, you hear them chanting in the distance. Double, double, toil and trouble, all beneath in dirt they grovel. Children dream of worlds they make, their tiny hearts yearn for escape. But who are they to spend such dreams on selfish, lazy, trifling things? Do they not know what value lies in sleeping babes with dreaming minds? They steal from all who toil this land, clasp in tiny, grasping hands what respite dreams could bring reprieve to those in shadow, left to grieve the misery of wretched life in this, the plane of dread and strife. So we take their greedy dreams to ease the pain of those in need. A public service we provide in robbing greedy little minds of that which they so clearly squander. Sleep through worlds of wonder, wander to forget upon the morrow that which could release from sorrow those who walk a path of pain without surcease or hope of gain. And for our troubles we yet take a little coin of humble make to ease our troubling lives of work unending to provide all who live within this plane an end to endless walking pain. You should be thanking us who bring to all the joys of children's dreaming. And so there's just sort of like chanting this over and over again. In the room as you enter. I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
I didn't select my token. I'm an idiot.
No. You must select the token.
Attila did not do that. Oh
I
my
did.
god.
Wanderous got a 3.
Yeah, I rolled a 6. Are we allowed to use chat inspiration on this though?
Yeah, sure.
Because I ain't about to rock with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then in
I just-
case anybody missed all of that, I'm going to, because I don't know how easy it was to hear, I'm going to put it in chat, in both chats. Oh, no, it won't fit all in Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I'll post it in the Discord, in the D&D General channel, if anyone cares and missed any of that.
I burned my chat inspiration to re-roll initiative too. And so Vince, you said you burned yours?
We did.
Oh, we're
Oh.
getting raided. Crimson Pleasure, thanks for the raid. Welcome, friends. Much appreciated. We don't stop a whole long time because, we're in the middle of the game, but I just do want to shout that out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see Crimson Pleasure.
Vince, you have
Superwoman,
inspiration back.
fantastic.
For sure. Oh, I didn't do that right. Hope you all had a great stream over there today, and thank you for stopping by. Okay, friends. So we have initiative. I got to roll for Granny Patsy.
Wondrous is keeping his 3 because he is absolutely clueless about what to even think about doing.
Okay, and then where? Yeah, this is what we need. Okay, I will do that at some point. All right, great. Yeah, and so you enter this room, and as I said, you sort of see these magically sleeping children. You can see these runes all over the floor, powering some sort of thing, and you can see these sort of like energy sucked from all these children is like being pumped into something that's sort of leading into the other room. You can probably assume it's going into those vats, honestly. I think that's a fair assumption to make. And this is a gigantic room. So you are like all the way across the room from these people. Let me see. I don't think anybody is surprised by anybody here. So it's just going to go down to initiative. Onyx, you're up first. What you got?
Muted, bub.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and just move up. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, before I do that, is there like anything blocking movements at all, or is it just like the
No.
glowing?
Yeah, so those
runes?
glowing lines are like
Okay.
they're not walls, they're just these like runes in the floor that are like channeling all of this energy.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just move up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe.
Okay.
Yep. So that is going to be 5. I'm going to go ahead and hold my action, and I'm going to prepare. Let's see. I'm going to go and hold my action for Firebolt, and if I see, I guess, like any of the Granny Patsies that do not come from behind me, then I'll just go ahead and use it. So.
Okay, so you're going to fire Firebolt. So what exactly is going to trigger you using Firebolt?
So once I see one of the evil Granny Patsies or that is like within range of Firebolt, I'm gonna go ahead and cast it.
Okay, so when one gets in range of Firebolt. And what's the range on Firebolt?
Actually, I might be able to hit them.
Yeah, because they're 90 feet away from you, I think. Approximately.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can hit them with it because it's only 120, or it is 120, not only. So yeah, I'll just roll that. Oh.
Ooh, okay. So
Yeah.
which one are you shooting at?
I'll just go ahead and fire at the one in the middle, I think.
I'm sorry, the one in the middle, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one in the middle.
Why is this doing? Hang on. You. There we go. Okay, so one in the middle takes, what is that?
That is 14.
14? Okay, 14 points of damage as you launch this fireball. And what did we describe your firebolts as?
So I think it's just like it's just a burning tree. That's it's not a fir tree. But it's like your generic American like tree that's in everybody's like front yard.
So it's just like a deciduous tree, just kind of like launched across. Okay. Very cool. So you launch this flaming deciduous tree, and it smashes straight into the fake Granny Patsy. And then one of these Granny Patsies, it is their turn. And they turn with a snarl, and let's see. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so this one is going to move 30 feet towards you all, putting it probably, hopefully, about 60 feet away from Onyx. Yes, okay. So, Onyx, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As this Patsy comes up to you. Oof, 9.
I'm gonna use chat inspiration on that.
Okay. Oof. That's a 6. Brutal.
That's a 6.
Okay, Onyx. So you rush in and launch this, and this Granny Patsy starts, rushing toward you, gets just in range, and sort of like catches your eye, and says, "Oh, what do you think you're doing, dearie? You don't want to hurt anyone." And sort of like, and you feel your body become restrained. You have been hit with whole person.
Cool. Okay.
Sorry, I gotta refresh my page. It's acting funky.
Good to know.
Also, my apologies, anyone, if you hear any sniffles. I'm trying my best, but I am quite sick today and have been for like a week. So, okay. So she comes in and hits you with that spell, and that is Cass up next. And you might be muted if you're talking at me.
I totally am. Sorry. Oh, wait. Okay, so 25.
Also... Oh,
Okay.
never mind. Everything's fine. Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm going to use 25 feet of my movement, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Uh,
What is the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
Good. You should be well in order then. Okay, so Granny Passy is going to make a... I got to get these... back. Oh, not that one. Sorry. When I reset my page, it got rid of all of my character sheets I needed. Okay, there we go. Very good. So, she's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Got to beat a 13.
Okay, she got a 20, so she does make that save. Okay, so you launch your fire at her, but she dodges nimbly, surprising for a woman of her age. And then that brings us to this next Granny Patsy, who is going to rush in 30 feet as well. And what would she like to do? Can't quite get in range to do a bunch of that stuff. What is the range on this? Okay. Okay. I think she's just gonna launch an arcane bolt at you. That is a 15 to hit.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, I don't think that hits.
No, my DC or my AC is 18.
Okay, and then that brings us to the last one, who is going to rush in and fire. Go ahead.
Real quick, I also got a 10 on my initiative. I noticed I wasn't a tracker. I clicked my character the second time, but it got weird.
Okay. You got a 10. Okay. What's your dex mod?
Derp.
Oh, it's higher than hers. There's no way. You're rogue.
4.
Yeah. Okay. So rather than her rushing up, it's actually Ash's turn.
Okay. I don't think there was much I was going to be able to do anyway, but I wanted to bring it up when we got down to that end. So let's see. I don't want to get too far ahead of everybody because that's what got me in trouble last time. Let's see. I don't know that would insightful fighting help in this, since we now know that the radiant damage and stuff is
I mean, insightful fighting still gives you advantage on the chosen creature, which grants you sneak attack no matter if you have friends in range.
Okay.
So yes, it still helps you almost any time.
Okay, so let's do this then. I'm going to go ahead and let's see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think it's right here. Let's go ahead, pop up here, use our short bow, but I do want to use bonus action insightful fighting.
Okay. What is the range on insightful fighting?
Yeah, is there a range? I didn't think about
I don't know
that.
if there is or not. They're about
You
45
can
feet
see
away.
that isn't incapacitated.
Okay, yeah, so it's just line of sight. Yeah, so
Yeah.
which one are you looking at? There's the one that casts Hold Person on Onyx, the one in the middle, or the one in the very back.
Is the one in the middle the one that's been damaged?
The one that just took some damage was the one in the middle, yes.
That's the one that Onyx hit with the fire thing, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So let's use it on them. And then do our short bow attack.
Okay, let her rip. Oh, so first off, insightful fighting. So you make an insight check versus their deception, I think, right?
Okay, yeah. My bad. Got ahead of
that's
myself. 25, not 20,
Damn.
actually.
So they got a 23, but you still came out on top. Very good. Nice. Yeah, so you get your insightful fighting. So the one in the center, you will have advantage on their attacks, on any attacks for like 10 minutes or something, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to keep this roll here? I rolled it before I got my insight
Yeah,
off.
that's fine. I don't care. So that's a 17. That'll hit.
And if we still get sneak attack, we've got 9 plus 6.
Okay. What is that? 15? Yeah, brutal. So you launch your attack, dealing a pretty big chunk of damage. As you incite into this Granny Patsy, and as you hit this one, they all begin to change. So the one on the far left turns back into that individual you saw before. The one in the very back turns into the second individual, and the one in the middle changes into a bald man in a suit with brown eyes. And he looks very surprised by this endeavor. And they all continue their chant. Public service we provide in robbing little greedy minds of that which they so clearly squander. Okay, so that's your movement, your bonus action, and action. Anything else?
I think that's all I got. I think I used it all.
In case anyone in chat is wondering, yes, these are Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk, and they are stealing the literal dreams of children. That is what we have done here. You're muted, bonus mom. I mean, I'm sorry. It's Mork Zorkerbjorn, Befri Jezos, and Elno A. Uskmay. I don't know. Whatever.
Wow.
Yes.
So
come on, Befri. You can... Oh no.
Okay, so that is Ash's turn. That brings us to Elmo's turn, who is going to rush up and fire an arcane bolt at Onyx this time. I think you're within range. Let's double check. Yes, you are.
Yeah, fair enough.
They have advantage because you are incapacitated. Right? Let's look at hold. I got to look at hold person and see exactly what it does first. Hang on. They are paralyzed. Okay, now let's look up paralyzed because I think they might. I don't think it's an auto crit, but okay. When you are paralyzed, you are incapacitated and you have advantage, and any attack is a critical hit if you're within 5 feet. Okay, so that is not the case. It's not within 5 feet, but this does have advantage to hit Onyx. That's a 24 with advantage.
Yeah, it's that's a hit.
Okay. For 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then do they have any other bonus actions or stuff that I need them to do? I don't think so. No. Oh, and that reminds me real quick though, I do need to add one last thing because this didn't happen at the start of the combat. Hang on. I'm dying. This is how I die. Goodbye, everyone. Okay. So that is that, Granny Patsy. Bringing us to... Okay, Wandress, what is your dex mod?
Hold on, I got to get there and look. +2. +2.
Okay, +2. So Granny Patsy's dex mod, I think, is like -1 or something. Yeah, it's -1. So you get to go first. Wandress, you're up next. What'd you like to
All
do?
right, Wandress is going to move forward 10, 20, 30 feet. And he is going to say, no, closer. And he is going to actually put his arms out in front of him and make a motion with both his hands pushing away, which is actually going to create a gust of wind.
Okay.
And a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. And there's something going on with the guy on the right of me up there, of Wanderous. So he's actually going to aim this to Jeffrey and Elon.
Okay.
And so it's 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts in that direction. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you, if they come in that line.
Okay, hang on. So let's get you...
The gust disperses gas or vapor, so there's a pale purple vapor. It extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected items in the area. It causes protected flames, such as those of lanterns, to dance wildly and has a 50% chance to extinguish them.
Okay. All right, hang on.
And as a bonus action on each of Wanderous' turns before the spell ends, he can change the direction that the line blasts from him.
Okay, so it is...
And at this point,
how
it's,
wide?
yeah,
It's 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide.
I gotta...
So I can't
I don't
get
have a
all
good
3 of them.
token for it, but... Okay, that's 10 feet. We're gonna call it... this is wind. Okay, great. And then it is how long?
60 feet.
Okay.
But
I don't know. If
I
that's
was
the right
trying to
size.
catch the other 2,
Yes,
not
I understand.
Mark.
I understand.
Okay. Okay.
Just trying to get the thing to the correct length. Okay, so you want it here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then those 2 need to make strength saving throws.
On the beginning of their turns.
On the beginning of their turns. Okay, so that's your action to cast Gust of Wind. So you launch this Gust of Wind.
Okay.
And then you still have bonus action or
Okay,
and you're still your
I'm still my
starry
starry
form.
self.
Hang on, I gotta...
But I don't think it's a bonus action. It's the action then to actually shoot the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, casting the thing is an action. Oh, no. So the arrow is an action.
Yeah.
The arrow is a bonus action. I said that wrong like 3 times in a row. The arrow is a bonus action as per your thing.
Okay, if
it
I
says
can
as
shoot
a bonus
the arrow,
action on future turns, you can shoot the arrow.
Okay, well, I'm still got it. So that means I can, as a bonus action, shoot it off.
Okay, so Redbeard the Pink has given inspiration to the DM. We've never allowed that before, but you know what? I'll take it.
Damn it.
I'll take it.
I was afraid
You
of
could tell Redbeard the Pink his mother needed it worse than you did. But anyway.
that.
Okay, so are you
I could
telling
use
me
some
that
You
I
inspiration.
can shoot your arrow. You can.
Okay, I'm just looking now to see. No, my arrow, I have to roll the D20 to do it.
Yes, it's a
not in
D20.
here.
Correct. It's not in there. It's a D20 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier. I guess I can add it for you.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
That'll hit for sure.
Okay. And then the damage is
1d8 plus spellcasting, which is a +4, I think, for you.
okay, so 8d8.
And is it radiant damage? What kind of damage?
Okay, I rolled an 8. And yeah, I think it is radiant damage.
Damn. Okay. Which one are you shooting at?
The one that is not in the blast.
Okay. So
The
sorry,
one
hang on, friends. So we've
marked.
got DM gets inspiration, Cass gets inspiration, bonus one gets a hit dice.
Oh, I got a hit dice. Okay.
So you're shooting that at the other one. So that is going to be 8 plus 4 is 12 times 2 is 24.
24
Holy shit.
on Mark
Brutal.
or Fark.
Yeah, it's Mork.
Mork. Okay, got it.
And he's got to make a concentration check on Hoodoozy's thing here. And that is going to be... I guess he's got to make a 12.
Bonus mom inspiration courtesy of Crimson.
Oh, thank you, Crimson.
And we are going to use... Why is this... Hang on, guys. This is being ridiculous. I don't know why this is being so slow. Again. What is happening? Computer, what are you doing? Why is this happening?
Where are we? What is the meaning of life?
I guess
It's
I'm gonna
Black
reload
Friday,
this again.
really
It's just being
black.
like crazy slow. Crimson Pleasure gave you... Oh, somebody just said that.
While you're fixing your stuff for the hit die, is that something that we're letting go through? I know that you're like full health.
Yeah.
here.
So I think what we've done in the past, no one has given it before to Wondrous this round or this turn or this session, and then if it ends up going over your max hit points, just add it as temp HP. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check
Okay,
before
I am going to
accept it.
use that inspiration to re-roll that concentration check. Thank you, Redbeard. And
Dinkelberg.
that is going to make it. So Onyx is still held. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So that is the end of Wondrous's turn then, yes? That was a massive hit on Mork. Though.
Yes,
He's
because I did
looking
the...
bad.
Well, actually, I should roll the hit die. I didn't roll the hit die. If I can have the whole thing, I'm going to go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
I just hit it and that rolls it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 6 more.
Okay, so give yourself 6 HP.
Oh, no.
Or give
So
yourself however
that
many
doesn't-
HP gets you to max, and then whatever the rest of it is, give you temp
No,
HP.
that doesn't get me to max. Oh, wait a minute. What?
Yes, it does.
Oh, oops.
It's fine.
I was at 23, so I'm at 23, and then I have 3 temporary hit points.
So, Granny Patsy is going to come in again. The real Granny Patsy this time. Nope, that's not who I want. Come here. And she is once again going to... Or is that what she's going to do? Hang on.
So I didn't kill Mark?
No, it's a really bad hit, but he is still alive. She's going to cast Bless at 2nd level for you guys again. So everybody take some Bless.
There we go.
Is that a D4?
Yes, that'll be a D4 on attack rolls and saving throws, not ability checks. That is her action. And then she is going to... I don't think she has an... Oh, for bonus action, she is going to use her Give Him Hell Kiddo on... I guess... Cass again. So Cass, you'll get a D4 of Radiant on your next attack. On the lair action, I need someone to roll me, this time, a D6.
Not me again.
Okay, I'll do it.
We know what happened last. No, did it?
A 4. I rolled a 4.
Okay, and then I need... I guess I'm just going to roll... I'm just going to roll this for my own ease here. Okay, alright, I know what I'm going to do. You all see these weird little creatures pop up out of the center of these circles.
You're not muted, Oz.
Okay, do I have a handout for these things? I don't think I did make a handout for them.
Oh, sweet heavens.
Hang on. I want to make a handout for these guys to show you, because nope, that's not it. Not what I need. Get out of here. No, fucking God damn it. What the fuck is your problem, Roll20? Sorry. Roll20's doing wacky shit over here. Once again. Okay. All right. No, stop. You, get out of here. Yes, delete it. Thank you. This. Okay, sorry. I promise that this will be done in just a second, friend. Okay, there we go, folks. You see this strange creature It's about the size of a child, and it is made very much out of a similar sort of starry kind of configuration as Wandress's starry form, but it appears to be like the size and shape of a child. And now I need to roll their initiative. Oh, just give me this guy, please. Okay, I need this. I need this. Sorry, I have a lot going on, friends. And I have this. Okay. And I will just have all of them go on the same initiative to make my life easy. And they get a 14. Okay. There we go. All right. So that brings us to Onyx. Onyx, at the end of your turn, you get to make another saving throw against Hold Person. And you can add Bless to that.
Okay. That is wisdom, right?
Yes, it is a wisdom saving throw. DC 13, I think it is.
DC 13. Okay.
That appears to be an 8.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and that's not going to do it for me. So
I guess even with Bless, you can't hit the 13, right?
Yep. No. That'd only get me to 12. So, am I still able to like cast spells and stuff?
No, you are paralyzed.
No? Okay, that's right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so Onyx, you were just like stuck. You can't shake off this effect. And that brings us to the Granny Patsy who did that to you. First things, oh no, and that one has not used its arcane bolt, so it is going to shoot an arcane bolt. And I think it sees Onyx as probably the best target because it knows he is held.
Is it one of the Granny Patsies in my thing?
This is not the one. This is Mork on the far right. The one that you didn't put in your thing. Is going to launch an arcane bolt with advantage at... God, that's a 25 to hit. Onyx takes 6 points of force damage again.
Okay.
As this, again, this black and purple bar of energy blasts into you. And then is going to continue to move forward. Just like charging everyone. That brings us to Cass.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use. Oh God, what is it? Yeah, I'm gonna use my Sacred Flame on Zork.
Okay. All right, that is a dexterity saving throw. That is only a 5. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. And I'm gonna use that an additional 1d4. Okay, so 8 total.
Okay. Yeah, so Mork Zorker Bjorn, the stealer of children's dreams, is evaporated as Cass launches the Sacred Flame. Anything else from Cass?
Yes. No movement or anything. I'm good.
Okay.
I know that I didn't kill him, but I would just like to take this as a personal victory real quick.
That'll show him to collaborate with the police in prosecuting girls for getting abortions. Okay, next is a child's dream. Okay, so these dreams are going to... What is their speed? They have 15 feet of fly speed, so this one moves 30 feet to try to get in close, but it can't quite reach anybody. Okay, so Ash, one of these things is going to go for you, and the other one... Let's see, this one is going to go for Granny Patsy, I think. And this one is going to go for... Actually, I don't know if it's going to go for Granny Patsy or Onyx. I hate to pile on Onyx here, but...
It's fine.
2, that means Granny Patsy. Okay, this one goes for Granny Patsy, which means this one goes for Cass. Okay, so I need Ash and Cass and then real Granny Patsy to make wisdom saving throws, DC 14.
Ash got a 14.
Eight. Wow, Granny Patsy has a +5 to wisdom saves. I have not rolled above a 10 for her yet.
Oh, man.
Incredibly bad. Okay, and then what about Cass? 23. Okay, damn. All right, well, so this one at the bottom sort of flies into Granny Patsy, who begins to once again just like be sort of transported mentally away from this place. And seems to lose touch with reality. She is stunned.
Dang.
But you guys get the sense that she's like, you probably could shake her out of this. Nevertheless, okay, so now we are to Granny Patsy in the middle, who needs to make a strength saving throw versus Gust of Wind. That is a 16. What's your DC, Wandress?
Oh, shoot. Okay, I was looking at the spell, not my DC. 14.
Okay, so that does make the save. He's not knocked prone. So he is going to just like shunt to the side 5 feet and then start coming out for the rest of you guys. And is going to also, this one has sort of disappeared into Granny Patsy. Loop. Okay. Is going to cast Magic Missile. At second level. Okay, so I think is going to launch all of those at Wandress. So Wandress, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You take 15 points of damage as he just starts lobbing magic missiles at you. I will need a concentration check for your Gust of Wind.
Let me make a note of the damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw. I rolled a 14.
I believe that will make the save. Yeah, it didn't do more than 20 damage. So you maintain concentration despite getting hit. Also, don't forget you have Bless, which you didn't need in this case. But
I thought it was... Okay.
Bless is not like inspiration. You don't use it up. You always get it until Granny Patsy loses it. Although she's stunned. Can a stunned creature maintain concentration? Uh-oh. Let's find out. It does not say it's incapacitated. Okay, does incapacitated can't take actions or reactions. It does not say anything about losing concentration. Can't move or speak, is unaware of surrounding, drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. Yeah, no, I don't think that it does. So I think it's still fine. Okay. So that is Magic Missile from Granny Patsy. Ash, you're up.
Okay, well, I think our immediate problem is taking care of Onyx and getting a couple of these guys off of our butt. I don't know. So they have to beat the wisdom saving throw to really affect you.
Yeah. So if you want to make some kind of insight or arcana check or something to see what you can maybe intuit about these weird creatures, okay. I will allow that. I mean, you've certainly never come across anything like this before, but 15. The only thing I think you can really tell is that they don't seem to physically attack you. They try to, like, for some reason, they're trying to enter your body and do something to you. That appears, if you look at Granny Patsy, to make you somehow comatose. So
okay. Well, I feel like,
but I mean, you also probably feel like they're solid and physical enough that if they got attacked, they would take damage and maybe dissipate. Right. But
well, I'm just trying to gauge the more real threat is all I meant. I was just
I mean, if there's enough of them and they keep coming, eventually you guys are going to get overwhelmed, and then those dudes are going to kill you. But if you can take those dudes out quick enough, maybe you could.
That's fair.
Something. So it's hard to say. I don't think with a 15, I don't think you have a clear understanding.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we will do then. Let's. Yeah, how about we disengage? Bonus action disengage. I'm going to move here in front of Onyx because we feel that Onyx and Granny Patsy aren't doing so well. And then I do want to attack this one to the right of Wondrous.
Okay.
and it'll be with the silvered short sword. And I
Yeah,
only put
okay.
silver in there just in case it matters. That is a 23 hit.
23 hits.
And we'll have sneak attack on this, so that is 9 total damage.
Yeah, you slash through this thing, and for a brief second, as your sword tears through it, it's like there's a window into some sort of alternate dimension made of like gumdrops and candy or something, and then it sort of vanishes.
Okay. Well, I wish I had some sort of bonus action or something to help Onyx, but I legit don't. I am simple rogue. I have no things. But at least I'm standing in front of him now. That's about it for me.
Oh, Onyx. When other dude died, you were no longer held.
Okay. I was gonna ask that on my turn,
Yeah,
but
sorry. When
No, you're
when
good.
Cass killed Mork, you feel the spell effect end on you. That is Ash. That brings us to this guy. Other Elmo in the back needs to make a strength saving throw. That is a 7. Okay, he does not make it.
No.
So he's what, knocked back 10 feet?
He's knocked back 15 feet.
15 feet. And is he prone or not?
Let's see. Each creature succeed to still re-push 15 feet. He's 15 feet back, and he has to expend 2 feet, and he has half movement
Okay.
to come forward.
All right. So he is going to, I think he's going to do the same thing. He's going to try to scooch his way. So that takes him 10 feet of movement to get out of there. And then he's going to come up along the side for 25 feet. I actually don't think he can see anyone. So I think he's just going to dash up to as far as he can get up close to you guys. Sort of coming around the side of it. That brings us to real Granny Patsy, who is currently sort of reeling and standing there and needs to make another wisdom saving throw against this dream situation.
Come on, +5. Let's see it. This is the one right here, baby.
All she got to get is a 9.
Yeah,
That's
got
a
a
12. No, but she had to beat a 14, so she only got a 5 or 7 plus 5. She is still just sort of like, ugh.
damn it.
Oh man.
Okay,
Oh,
all
no.
right. Somebody roll a d6.
I did it last time. Oh,
Holy
God.
oof.
Damn it.
Okay. Okay, 4 more of these creatures spring into existence in some of these spots. But that brings us to Onyx. Onyx, you are up, and you are no longer held.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead. Oh gosh, do I want to use that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast False Life on me.
Ooh, okay.
So that will give me 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
On 4.
Okay, so 4 plus 4. Okay,
Nice.
Love to
so-
see it.
So I
GG's.
have 8 hit points temporarily, but that should be okay.
Okay, so that was your action. Any bonus action or anything
Yep.
else?
I think. I could use. For role playing reasons, I'm not going to use my Blade Song because I haven't really touched on that yet.
Okay.
For
I
my
respect it.
backstory. So I'm just going to go ahead and just move. Actually, I'm not going to move. Well, I'm going to move here, I think, next to Ash and everybody else. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. So Onyx bolsters your health a little bit and then moves up with the group. Cass, you are up. Granny Patsy is behind you, sort of like losing it. there's one of these dream creatures next to you, 2 more behind that, and then you can see from where you are Befri Jesus and Elno Uskbay. So, what you got?
Okay. So, all I'm going to say is part of one of Cass's ideals is she kills monsters to make the world a safer place and to exercise her own demons. So she
Hell
just
yeah.
looks dead at Befri Jesus and launches a sacred flame with everything that she has.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay, that's a dex save from Befri. Oof, that's a 16. What's your save?
13. Oof.
Yeah, he makes the save. He sort of grins at you and says, we move fast around this warehouse. Okay, so that's your action. Any bonus action or anything else from Cass?
No.
Okay, let's see. Roll for that. It does recharge. So Befri is going to fire off a... No, I think he's actually going to do magic missile as well. He is going to launch his at you, Cass. So...
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10. You take 12 points of damage from magic missile.
What's the save for that?
There's no save. Magic missile is just like an auto hit.
How much?
It's 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
Although if you have the shield spell, you can like make it miss you, but
Nah, down.
that's the only way to avoid it. Okay, yeah. So he launches these magic missiles at you. Ash, you're up. That's very funny, Ace. Do his magic missiles look like cardboard boxes that say Bamazon on the side of them? Unfortunately, no. They look like swirling black, purpley arcane things because we already established that. But if I had been smarter, I would have thought of that and we would have done it. But kudos to you.
It's too good. Okay, so is there any way to expend a bonus action to reach back and kind of like try to shake Granny Patsy out of this?
Unfortunately, I do think it's going to take a full action to shake her.
Okay, well, listen, I would love to save her, but I feel like, yeah, it's all good. I feel like wasting my attack could be potentially worse. Well, if I can't do that, then let's move up into range here between Musquet and this guy. We're going to use Insightful Fighting, I think. Towards Musquet. I don't remember what you've called him. I feel like I'm calling Sasuke now, which is really funny.
How many times can you use Insightful Fighting? Because you did use it previously on Bezos.
Yeah, so it says that
like one target
at 3rd level, you gain the ability to decipher an opponent's tactics and develop a counter to them. As a bonus action, you can make a Wisdom Insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by their deception. Use sneak attack. All it says is that this benefit lasts for 1 minute or until you successfully use this feature against a different target.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can use it. He makes a deception check. You make a
insight
check.
13 for my insight.
Okay, so he got a 13. I guess that means you're successful. I think it does because I guess his deception sets the DC for your insight. I think because you're the one instigating the effect.
Listen,
so
baby, you make the rules.
Your Insightful Fighting switches over from Befri to Elmo.
I should have remembered that. I had the hat on and everything. Okay, let's do the Silver Short Sword. 7. So we have
that's a 24. That's a crit because of your Insightful Fighting.
Whoa!
Nice. Get it, baby.
Hell yeah! Okay, roll damage.
Okay, so now is this set up correctly?
It is, yeah.
So 10, 18 damage, right? Have I got that?
Wait.
Yep.
Or are we looking just at the right side?
No, your Silver Short Sword is not set up correctly. Hang on.
Okay, sorry.
Because we were doing were we doing the homebrew roll with this group? I honestly can't remember.
Oh, I think we were. No, seriously. I think we've been doing the max damage, haven't we?
Yeah, it says 6 on a crit. Okay. But it didn't do it. It rolled a d6 instead of. Oh, that's your
Well,
regular short
yeah,
sword.
so
Your
as a
silver
regular
short sword's not set up. Okay, hang on. I see. Okay, so your sneak attack damage did it, and your other one didn't, but that's fine. So we've got 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 2 and 5 is what it says. So 12 plus 7 is 19, is what it's supposed to be. That second 5 on your bottom should have been a 6.
Okay.
Whew, damn. Yeah, so you attack with your silver short sword and just like cutting in to Elmo, damage him quite a bit. Anything else from Ash?
If I move, it's just going to be an attack of opportunity, and I've already used my bonus action, so we're good.
Okay. Yeah, so that brings us to Elmo.
Okay, I want to point out 2 things before you do anything, which
Okay.
is that you have drawn my 10-foot thing, to be like really tiny at the bottom, but it needs to be pointed out that it is the 10 feet that's in front of me and in front of Ash. Remember
Yes.
that? So
Yeah,
anybody
I
that
understand.
moves-
It's just that
Okay.
I didn't. That's the closest thing I had that looked like
right. I just want to
wall
be
of
sure,
wind,
like
so.
if you were going to move him, you would know you were moving into
Yes,
it.
I did.
Okay.
I
The
would
other
know that.
thing is, I seem to be missing from initiative.
Oh,
initiative.
yeah. I'm so sorry. What's your initiative?
I'm 3. I'm the second 3.
Okay.
That bonus.
Did
that
we
bonus,
skip you last time? I think we did, didn't we?
I don't. No, I don't think so.
Because you... Okay, no, I guess we didn't. Yeah, we haven't
We
gotten back
didn't,
to you
because
yet.
I'm
We
at
haven't
the
gotten
very
back to you
bottom
yet.
of the
Okay.
turn order. You didn't.
That was when I
skip me.
had to switch your token over. Okay. Okay, so Elmo's turn. Elmo is going to... Come here. Elmo is going to... Oof, this is brutal. Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw from Ash.
Yep. Okay, wisdom. We've got a 15.
Ooh, 15 makes the save. Yes,
Ooh.
15 makes the
Oh,
save.
thank you.
So Elmo sort of like this dark energy sort of surrounds his hands, and he like grabs your head and says, Vox Populi, Vox Dei, and attempts to curse you, but you resist the curse.
If I could flip this guy off, that's exactly what.
You're not cursed, so flipping off is a free action. Okay. So
I'm sorry.
he
I'm
fails.
sorry.
That is his action. Does he have any bonus actions or anything cool I can do? Oh, these guys have magic resistance. I don't think I've been... Oh, you guys haven't made them make a bunch of saving throws anyway. Okay, cool. Nope. That's basically it. Okay, that brings us to Granny Patsy, who has to make another save. Did I say this is the end or the beginning of their turn? At the end of her turn. Okay, so she's going to try and make a save. God, I don't understand her. 15. She finally makes the save. Holy
Thank
crap.
you.
So she makes the save and pushes this dream creature out. But that is the end of her turn, and that brings us to Wandress.
Okay, so first thing that Wanderous is going to do is move the blast over 5 feet, so it now catches Melon, whoever he is, in the blast now.
I don't know. Let's look at that spell, because we need that's gust of wind. Because I think all it says is you
you're
can
right.
change the
It gets
direction.
it too far
right?
away from me. I can't move it
Blast
that far.
from
It
you
starts
in a
away
direction
from me.
you choose. Each creature, the gust disperses. So if you move, you can you could move forward and then change the direction, and that could work. But from where
Okay.
you're standing, you can't make it really.
Let's do it, and then change the direction so it involves him.
So you're trying to
that-
get Elmo.
Yes,
Okay, so you want it to go here, but not get Ash, I presume, right? So
right. So
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second guiding bolt that I have from
Okay.
my racial or class thing, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's
My
your
second one,
subclass thing.
and oh god, no, wait a minute. No, I can't do 2 actions. Doggone it. That's an action. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I tell you what, I'm going to look apologetically at everybody else, and I'm going to suck down all 10 good berries. If I don't, I'm going to
Okay,
die.
Can you eat that many at a time?
Oh crap! I can only do one of them.
Yeah, you have to use your action to eat one.
Okay, then I'm probably going to die. But okay, then I am for my other action. I'm going to use my thing to use my second guiding bolt, and I'm aiming that at Baldy.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I'm using my chat inspiration.
Double nat one.
To do it again. Yeah, I got double nat one. It ain't my night.
Oh no.
I'm doing it again. I'll get double nat 20s. No, I just got it.
Okay,
Wait a minute. I have bless though?
You do have bless because Granny Patsy hasn't taken damage.
And that's a D4. And I got a 4, so
that
makes
hits.
16.
That does hit.
Okay, so I hit.
Hamwich, you cannot give bonus mom hit points because she has already Wanderess has already had a hit dice this round.
Yeah.
Or this.
Okay, that's
session.
14.
14. Okay. Which is radiant. So what is that? 28. God damn.
Yeah, baby.
Brutal. So, yeah, so you blast one into Beffrey. He's looking rough.
Okay, great.
Okay. Wait. Oh, dang it. Okay, where were the I missed our random dudes again. Because the one died. Where does anyone remember where they were?
I honestly don't.
I'm just gonna have them go when the layer action happens. That's gonna be easier for me to keep track of.
Yeah.
We're just gonna and I've missed them, so we're just gonna give them like that. Okay. Okay, that is Wanderess. Okay. At this point, I think there's only room for 2 more of these things, so we're just gonna have them pop in. They're not gonna get to act though because this is the turn from previously. Okay, so these guys only have 15 feet of movement, so they are gonna move as close as they can. These guys are gonna move. Let's see. These guys are gonna move here. This one's gonna move probably there. This one I think has enough to get there. Okay, this is brutal.
Woo!
So, Ash, I need 2 wisdom saving throws.
Got you. Okay, first we got 16.
Stock.
Yeah, that's a glitch that happens. Try refreshing.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I have a limit on the channel points for that. I do for some other stuff, but
I've seen it before, and it's like this weird glitch that happens. My first one was 16.
oh, okay. Hang on. Okay. Your first one was a 16, and your second was
Second
a 22.
one was a 22.
Both of those
Yeah.
make the save.
Excellent.
Okay, try that again. I think I took it off, but I don't honestly know. I did my best. Okay. I think it set a limit on how many there could be. It said, like, I went in there and it said that we could only do 10 per session, but I don't recall ever having set it to do that, so I'm not sure if it just accidentally did that on its own from some kind of glitch.
There it was.
Okay, bonus mom, you have inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all are gonna need it for all these death saves. Okay, and then Cass. And actually, I think I'm gonna have this one come for Onyx. So I need Cass, Patsy, and Onyx to all make wisdom saves.
Okay.
Alrighty.
DC on this is 14. And I gotta make the one for.
And Omega made a 16, so
okay.
that's a save.
Not let me do.
Hot diggity. Come on, Ozzy.
Oh, there we go.
21 for
okay,
Patsy.
Finally.
made a
Okay, so
21.
these things are like trying to like get in your heads, and it just will not do it. And then as a reaction, Elmo is gonna grab one of these things and just like bite into it and just like stuff it into his mouth. So this one in front of you, Ash, and he is going to regain some hit points.
Okay, so new plan. These things gotta go because apparently they can friggin' eat them.
Yeah. So
Can we eat them too?
no. Are you a night hag?
It comes out.
Sometimes.
I mean, these are heavily modified night hags.
when nobody
incidentally.
cleans their room, yes.
Okay.
I would like to point out that Ash will have plenty to journal about on all these monsters that they found
So,
on their
yeah,
adventures.
Ozzy's wisdom saves all made it. The 14 was fine. Okay, and so that is them. These two don't get to act. The other two have moved as far as they can move. Onyx, you're up.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
okay, I think if I cast this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Magic Missile at level 2.
Okay.
Okay, so just 1, 2. Okay, so I'm gonna split it up. I'm just gonna hit Elmo, and then I'm gonna hit Befri.
Okay, so one takes
with
7 and one takes
two missiles
2.
each. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you launch your magic missiles and they slam into them. Next up is Cass. What you got?
Okay, I'm just gonna go for this one right next to me with Sacred Flame.
Okay. All right, that is going to be a dex saving throw. What is your DC again?
13. Bruh.
Bruh. And they have a -1 dex. That is a 17. Also, I shouldn't have them. They should be whispering. Okay, so that is your action. Anything else from Cass?
No.
Okay. This brings us to Befri, who is going to move back here and is going to grab these two and hork them down. Regaining some hit points.
What a mechanic. What a
I
mechanic.
mean, listen, you have these old
I get
ladies stealing children's dreams. Of course they're going to eat them and regain hit points. What are you talking
It
about?
makes sense. I just didn't expect it. It's all me.
Fair.
You know, a lot of my encounters are boring. Just stand there and smash each other. I'm trying to get a little more creative, a little better with it, right?
I think it's great.
I think it's great, he says. Ash, that's you.
All right, Elmo. There can only be one. Taste short sword. Actually, does insightful fighting still work to give me my it lasts
Insightful fighting lasts
until-
for like a minute or 10 minutes or something, yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to like redo that or anything.
No, it's just
correct?
once you figure them out, you figure them out.
All right, you bastard. That is a 19 to
19
hit.
hits.
That is a 9 total to
Oof.
bang him.
Okay,
My sneak attack wasn't great.
brutal. He's looking extremely rough. But he's not down.
Okay, that's okay.
And it is his turn. He's got to make a strength save.
Please fail.
I've got a
have-
20. He does
Damn it!
not fail. So
Yeah.
he stands and he dips south and is staring at Ash. And he is going to... Hang on, everybody. Okay. A 10-foot radius sphere. Okay, I need...
Oh God. That doesn't sound good.
Let's see where he puts this precisely. Oh, I have this like off the screen again. Yeah, oh, that's not right. Hang on, that's weird. Wait, a 10-foot radius sphere? Okay, that's 5. That is a 10-foot radius. Okay, cool.
Oof.
So he can get everybody. Brutal. Brutal. Okay. Yeah, so I need everybody to make me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
21 for Ash.
Patsy needs to make it too.
What is it we're trying to make?
A
16
Constitution saving throw.
Do we get to add bless to that?
Yes, you do.
Everybody's made it so far. We got Ash 21, Omega 16, Wonders 15, Granny Patsy with a
and
14.
Wanders can add 3 to that.
Nat
for
20.
18.
That's 20 from okay, everybody made the save. Which means you only take 6 points of thunder damage as he sort of like clenches his fist. And you hear this sort of like cracking noise, almost like if somebody took a sledgehammer to the tempered glass window of a crummy electric truck.
Oh God!
And he casts Shatter.
Well done.
So everybody takes 6 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And then with his reaction, he is going to grab this other dream and eat it.
Mm.
Damn it.
And regain some hit points. That
I
staying
need to
power
save
in there.
Wondrous. Way.
Okay. And
Wanders
then
is on his last leg.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
We should have come into this campaign with a party full of clerics.
And then
Well, too bad our cleric died.
Granny
Lauren.
Patsy's turn comes around. And she looks at you guys panting. She looks at Wondrous on her last legs.
I don't like it when he pauses the music.
And she says, "You're gonna stop hurting these kids, you son of a bitch. I've got your back." And all friendly creatures within 120 feet of Granny Patsy regain their maximum hit points.
Baby!
As this sort of wash of like scintillating sort of pink and golden light and sparks sort of wash out of Granny Patsy. However, as you turn and look, Granny Patsy herself is now looking extremely rough. It seems that took quite a bit out of her, so she's sort of barely hanging on. And that brings us to Wondrous.
That was some heavy Molly Weasley vibes, by the way.
Right?
Oh, what this does to Wandrous, the decision Wandrous has to make. Wandrous has learned a lot in a very short time in a very bad place. When he came out into the world, he had never had a friend. He had never had a relationship of any kind with anybody, no parent, no nothing. His tribe was raising him to be possibly a shaman, and so that he could make good judgments about the people in his tribe and not have any preconceived likings or softness for anyone. He had never experienced that. But through his relationship that was burgeoning with these teammates, when he saw what happened when someone was lost and the terrible toll that has taken on Ash, which was a new experience for him, it has changed him. The friendship that he felt, the warmth that he felt from Onyx, he'd never been really touched by anyone. And so even though the situation is dire and he is faced with the possibility of doing a thing that will result in everyone being killed, he just can't help himself. He moves down 10 feet. He reaches out to Granny Patsy. He grabs her. He says, "Thank you for caring for all of us in such an active way." And he uses his last first level spell to cast Cure Wounds.
take some inspiration for that.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I already have it, but thank you.
And she's always begging for DM inspiration yet.
Oh, that just tells me what to do. It's
It's
that's
1d8
magic.
plus spellcasting mod.
Okay, I tried. Oh, there it is. I see the level 1 submit. Okay, she gets 12 healing points back.
Yeah. And I think she just sort of like grabs your forearm and squeezes it a little bit. Okay, now these guys have eaten a bunch of these guys, so I need somebody to roll a D4 for me.
I can.
Oh, do I need to roll a d4?
Damn it.
Sam, no.
Listen,
Alright,
at
and
least
then
it
I
wasn't
need-
a 4 again.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know. We'll do... There we go. All right, so 3 more of
Damn
these
it.
things pop in, and then they take actions. So these two have to dash in order to get within range of the party. This one does not. Okay, so these two that are next to our bad guys are going to get eaten.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
So they regain a little bit of health. And then Ash, I need 1 wisdom saving throw. Wandress, I need 1 wisdom saving throw. Cass, I need a wisdom saving throw. Patsy needs 1, and Onyx needs 2. So everyone make a wisdom save.
Burning
Don't
chat
forget.
and stuff for
Also,
that.
don't forget your bless.
I think I need bliss, correct?
Yeah.
For a 13. Okay.
Yeah. DC 14 on these.
Okay.
And then Onyx needs 2 wisdom saves.
Okay.
Wander's got a 21.
Okay. And Patsy fails.
Oh,
Nope.
God.
Okay. I think I'm good to roll my now. I wanted to wait till everybody was done. That way I wasn't flooding chat.
Okay, so
Mine ended up being a 18.
Okay, so Ozzy. Okay, so not Ozzy. Ash makes it. Cass makes it. Patsy fails it, and Onyx fails his second one unless you have
yep.
inspiration to burn and want to. It's up to you. You know, obviously you don't have to. But.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just burn inspiration. Might as well. And then
Oh no!
Oh, it's fine.
Well,
I have
roll your
bless,
bless.
So
Yeah,
that
really blessed.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so I got it.
the only people that fail it are the only person that fails it again is Patsy.
Poor Patsy.
Because she doesn't have
Oh,
bless
no.
or inspiration to burn. Okay. All right. Well, once again, this thing sort of into Patsy, and she sort of goes comatose on her feet once more. Onyx, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cast magic missile. All of them targeted at Elmo.
Okay.
So
Cool. What
let's
level?
Go ahead and do just first.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
So 11.
Elmo, you launch your magic missiles, and it's just like thump thump. No, I thought we were gonna go to Mars, and then he just launched from this plane of
Yes.
existence.
Okay.
I might be having too much fun with this for Curse of Strahd, but anyway. Okay, that's your action, Onyx.
Yep. I don't really have any bonus actions. So I think that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. That's it. Onyx, Cass, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to. I got 2 of them like right next to me, so I'm gonna go for. Crap. I'm gonna hit this one.
Okay.
With Sacred Flame again,
Okay. It's a dex save.
or at least try to.
What's
Gotta be a 13.
14? God, it's a 14. Jesus. The only thing I can roll good on, apparently, is these guys' dex save.
Okay.
Okay. And that brings
Nothing
us
else.
to Bezos. I'm sorry, Jesus. Beffrey, who he's just sort of like panting and starts walking toward you guys. He says, he's going to stay out of your wind thing. He says, I just don't understand. We're providing value for this community. We're making people's lives better. These dreams, they're wasted on these children. I don't understand. And he is going to cast Shatter once again. Let me go grab that. This is not the right size. That's the right size. Okay, you come here. Boop. Boop. Okay, and he's going to drop it on the middle of you guys. Oh, that's not the right size, is it?
Seems a bit big.
I think it's a bit big. Yeah, there it is. He's going to drop it on you guys. He can get everybody. He also is going to vaporize a couple of these dudes. But I do need everyone to make that Constitution saving throw once again.
What is the number we're looking for?
DC is 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Bless applies, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, I need it.
Come on, Vincent. Come on, Vincent.
Damn, hitting that nat.
Oh, no,
20.
DC is 13. DC is 13.
Oh, come on, Vincent.
Are you friggin' kidding me?
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
I mean, I have inspiration if I'm allowed to burn it.
Yeah, you can burn it.
Okay.
Okay.
I really don't want to die right here at the climax. Okay.
Okay, and then
I'm
Granny
just saying.
Patsy has to make her con save. I don't know. She's stunned. I don't know what that does to con saves, if anything. They automatically fail strength and dex saves, and they're incapacitated. Yeah, I think they do normal con saves, so she doesn't have great con. That's a 10, so she fails.
I got 13. That's what I needed.
Yes, 13 was the DC on that. Okay, so did anyone else get less than a 13?
No, just poor Granny.
Okay, Ash
Pat.
gets inspiration.
No.
Okay, so... Oh, and this one's gone, too.
Oh, yeah.
What is... Why aren't you... I don't understand. Why aren't you... That's so weird. Okay, so you guys take 5 points of thunder damage if you passed, 10 points if you failed. Granny Patsy needs inspiration. Ace is granting inspiration to the NPC Granny Patsy. What is...
Are you going to accept that?
Yes, I'll accept that. Why? Oh. Wait, no. Something's gone the fuck on with this token, and I don't understand it. Something very strange has happened. Where is real Granny Patsy? Okay.
Here.
Okay, there we go. Now, delete that. You take 10 points. Okay, there we are. So, smashes you guys once again. Like I said, if you failed, you take 5 damage. If you failed, you take 10. If you passed, you take 5. That is Beffrey. Ash, you're up.
You know, I want to say that I have some great like counter speech for this guy, but I just really don't.
Okay.
So we're just gonna move up and attack him. I've been
Okay.
sitting here trying to think of one, and I just don't have one.
Also, Wandress's thing moved with Wandress when Wandress moved. That probably impacted the last round, but I forgot about it, so we're not going to worry about it.
I checked it out, and I don't think that it could have. I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna
don't know.
move our insightful fighting to my man here, so it's insight against deception.
Okay. Yep, you got it.
Ash with a 14.
He has a 23.
Damn it.
They are quite deceptive. They've just rolled badly every other time.
Oh
Ooh,
no, bro!
no.
I am no.
Vince
Oh, wait,
uses his
Inspiration?
sword.
Are you taking the inspiration? Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, that's a
22,
22 to
thank you.
hit.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm crit failing against these
See,
bozos.
that happened to me. 2 nat ones.
brutal.
Yeah.
Okay, 22 does hit. You don't get sneak attack, though, for 6 points of piercing damage. Okay? And he sort of, as you slash him, and then Wandress and Granny Patsy. I'm going to add Granny Patsy back in. Okay, Wandress, you're up.
Okay. Wanderers has almost nothing left spell wise. He's been saving the last thing that he has. So now that he's got Beffrey that close enough he can get to him in his movement, he is going to move right up to Beffrey. And it just occurs to me this whole time I've been in the wild shape, I probably have been able to do bonus action things that I totally forgot that I had.
Yeah, one of those turns you moved your wind with the bonus action, you changed its direction. But some of the other ones, you would have had one, but you didn't take it.
Okay, well, what is it? So I'm supposed to be able, wait a minute, before
you can
I
make
move,
a ranged spell attack to shoot your starry
okay, so
archer.
before I move, I'm gonna hit it at him with, I'm gonna try one more time with the arrow. I'm gonna aim it at Beffrey, okay?
Okay.
And that you help me with the numbers because you're so lovely that way. I rolled a D20.
Yes.
And I rolled a 5. So I am using my DM inspiration. Oh, wait a minute. I have chat inspiration back. Okay, we'll start there and I'm re-rolling it.
Okay.
D20.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Yep.
Plus that stuff.
Plus 4,
so I hit.
Plus your, yeah, I mean 17 hits. There, he's only like 14.
That's the D8.
Yes, it's going to be a D8 plus 4.
Yeah, the D8 plus 4. Okay. So that's 5 plus 4 is 9.
Okay.
So that takes 9 away from Beffrey.
But it's radiant, right?
So that makes it 18.
All right. Well, Wandress, floor is yours.
Cat Jim.
Wandress is standing there realizing that that Granny Patsy has given everything, that Ash has fought on, and he's just standing there. He reached down and he started to move his hand out, and you would have seen that actually something that looked like a flame blade started to appear in his hand. He was pondering it the whole time for the half a second in between when his last action was in this one. And then his head jerks up. It's like he remembers something that he forgot. And he calls back to himself, looks down at his constellations and realizes that he still has the constellation of the arrow on his chest. So the beginnings of the flame blade disappear, and he reaches out from the constellation with that arrow, and he's so close. He's within 15 feet, but he still launches the arrow, and he aims because he knows what Beffrey would have valued most. He aims for his pocketbook, and it goes straight through it and actually exits the back of his body. And when that happens, you notice that the pocketbook evaporates because it was never really a pocketbook. It was imaginary based on what somebody said it might be worth any time of the day when it actually isn't. It was imaginary. It's all imaginary. And Beffrey, he was kind of just speculating that people would be awed by the might of his pocketbook and that it would stop any damage from happening. That stunned look was on his face as cold air rushed through his body, and he just, disappeared.
As he falls to his knees, slowly fading out of existence, he says, "Could you? All I wanted to do was work hard, have fun, and make history." And he vanishes.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Bravo.
And as he vanishes, you see slowly all of these bluish runes begin to depower, fading from existence. And you see the blue lights over each of the children's little sarcophagi things, boxes, whatever these things they're in, pods, I guess you'd call them, also begin to fade. And as one by one, just slowly, all of their weird technology stuff kind of begins to power down. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do all of that. We're going to scooch back over here. But just to give you the idea of just, it sort of slowly starts to pan down, and you look in, and you can see all of these hordes of children. There are truly so many children in this room, sort of begin to slowly stir and wake up quietly.
I guess there's only really one way to know this, but I'm curious: are these the real children, and the others are like just puppets of children, or like I'm
yeah.
confused.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to go investigate them.
Okay, cool.
I don't think you would have any way to know that at this point.
But remember, consent is key.
Got me. It is.
Yeah. So that is gonna take us out of initiative. These last dream creatures fade as well with all of that. And there you are, all left in this this place.
Well, not to really just take charge here, but I feel like Ash would run directly over to probably the nearest sarcophagus and try to like rouse one of the children and see if they're all right.
Yeah, you run over to the thing, and you find this child. Let's see, the nearest child to you, north or south?
This here to the east. I imagine I just ran straight.
Well, but you're in between two of them, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. To the north of you is kind of a little girl with brown hair, or to the south of you, whoops, is
Holy,
my bad. To the south of you is a little boy with black hair.
we can go north. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. So you shake, and very groggily, this young girl sort of like begins to stir. What's happening?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. You've been asleep. You've been kidnapped, but we took care of the bad guys that did it.
Oh, I did it again. Damn it.
Ah! Blinded by
Okay.
light.
Yeah, so she sort of says, "Thank you. So tired."
Okay, you rest here. We're gonna go check out and make sure the other kids are okay. And I feel like I would probably go back to the.
Yeah, does
Deep
anybody
sleeper.
else do anything?
I feel like that Wanderers drop his starry shape?
Yeah,
I
you can
kinda-
drop it as a.
It
as
lasts for
a
10,
bonus
that would just be scarier. So I think that Wanderers would see what Ash is doing and try to kind of do the same thing. Like, can we get do children need to be helped out up or whatever? Just and
Yeah.
he probably would also look and see what Granny Patsy does.
Yeah, I mean, I think Granny Patsy kind of goes over next to Ash to sort of look at the kid.
Okay, well, I think Wanderers would go in just a different direction and start to see, are the children waking up or do they have to be awakened?
You sort of hear noises around the room of them kind of like starting to wake up and stir a little bit. Slowly,
some
some of them
point,
start to sit up a little bit and things like that.
where the three started out at the other end of the room, at some point, I think Wanderers would just go up there and look to see if there was anything there at the end of the room. Where
Yeah,
the
sure.
three of them-
Make an Arcana check. What about Cass and Onyx? Anything you guys are doing?
I think personally, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any type of, I guess, books or rolls, like scrolls or anything like that, just to indicate like what they're planning.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Okay. Sure. Make an investigation check.
Yep.
I got a
and-
19 for my.
Okay, and then
my
Cass.
Arcana check.
What about you? Anything?
I'm just gonna like walk over and see if Ash needs help with anything.
Yeah. All right. So with a 19 Arcana, you look at this. This is pretty high-powered dream magic, Wondrous. You've also dropped your. Really? Okay, fine. We'll choose. You've dropped your starry form. This is pretty high-powered dream magic, and as someone who studies like stars and nighttime and that kind of stuff, you sort of understand what some of this is. You also notice that there are a lot, like this is sort of the language it's using is this kind of weird mixture of, I think you would recognize Sylvan and Fey magic. I don't know if you would recognize what the other aspect of this is. 19's pretty high though. You recognize some fiendish elements, although you're not exactly sure what they are. And it's this odd mixture of what it is. But basically, you can tell that this is some sort of ritual that puts these kids into an enchanted slumber and basically extracts their dreams to turn them into a physical kind of reality. And that's what you get with a 19. With that 19 investigation, Onyx, you really don't see any like books or scrolls. Like this room is kind of exactly as it appears. Like it's this big hall with a bunch of like little pods and runes everywhere. And they didn't really leave like physical stuff when they died. They sort of just like,
Yeah. Okay.
they sort of what is that? They turned into, they did like an Avengers Infinity War thing. They just sort of like
Yeah.
vaporized a little bit. Ash and Cass and Granny Patsy. So you were over next to some of the kids who are beginning to kind of wake up, and you sort of hear several of them like, starting to kind of groggily try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, I think I would look at Cass and Patsy. Like, it looks like they're going to be okay. It might take them a few minutes to wake up. I wonder if the children in the other room are doing okay.
I don't know, but I mean, really, we're gonna have to figure out a way to get all these kids back to their families.
Yeah, once they get up and roused, I guess we could look at. I'd like to look at the little girl that we were talking to originally.
Yeah, the little girl sort of like is awake-ish. Yeah, she looks up at you.
Do you remember where you're from? Do you know where you live?
She nods and she says, "Yeah, I lived in Vallaki, I think. But, well, do I have to go back?"
Why wouldn't you want to go back?
Well, they traded me for pies.
Oh, I see.
And by the end of it, they didn't really take care of me anymore. They just ate the pies. I had to go find food for myself all the time.
What about before the pie lady showed up? How did they treat you then?
I mean, okay, I guess.
I wouldn't dream of telling you what you have to do or what not to do, but I am had the unfortunate pleasure of experiencing some of the pies, and I'm not proud to admit that I would have done some really terrible things to get more of it as well. So I think it was the monster's fault that they treated you so badly.
She sort of nods, thinking about it.
You take your time thinking about it, and we'll take you to wherever you want to go, to where you'll be safe. But just to be absolutely fair, they were under the magical effects of the pie. If they treated you poorly before, then that's on them. But the pie did definitely change the way that I thought about stuff too. Speaking of which, do we feel any different now that these monsters are gone? Or is there always like
you are no longer addicted to pies.
excellent?
There we go. So
You can remove that from your flocks.
there we go.
Yeah, they should feel well, they should feel differently now. I guess we'll have to go through and ask all the children where they're from. I don't know how we're going to transport them.
I have no idea. Maybe in the meantime, we could take them back to Valaki and
Organize it from there. That's a good
yeah.
plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah, Granny Patsy sort of pipes up and says, well, I don't know how they're all going to feel, but any of the ones that don't want to go home, I mean, I can take them.
This is an awful lot of. Oh, good.
Well, I have a safe place I can go.
Okay. That is definitely amazing. There's an awful lot of kids here. Are you sure?
She sort of smiles and says, "Oh, kiddo, this is not my first rodeo. Not even my second rodeo."
Well, believe you me, I have the utmost faith in you. And without your help, we couldn't have taken out these abominations. Anything we can do to assist you with the transport or anything, you just let us know. We'll make it happen.
She nods. And I think over the course of the next little bit of time, you all sort of gather the children. You discover, I think, that the ones in the other rooms, Granny Patsy sort of investigates them a little bit and tells you that it seems that they have had a tremendous amount of their dreams stolen that has sort of left them in this sort of state. She thinks that they can be, rehabilitated and help to recover, but recommends letting her take them back to her sort of, place, which she never really exactly describes to you. But, anyway. Yeah, and so she offers to try to help them and then explains that any of the ones who were in the big room that wanted to, because the ones in the big room with the pods had not, it seems basically like what happens is they have a limited amount of use, and after a certain point, they turn into those kind of like shambling, not undead, but like zombie kids, and at which point the people put them to work, basically, right? And so the ones who were in the main room, most of them had not quite reached that state, although they're in varying degrees of,
Sure.
Being used up, as it were, and having all their dreams stolen. And so she basically says, yeah, any of the ones that are like really far gone, she'll take them. Any of the ones that don't want to go back, she'll take them. There's probably, God, there's how many kids in here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 times. So there's like 40 kids here, and there's like 80 kids total. There's so many children.
Good.
Oh, wow.
It is a lot. But yeah, so I guess I'm just going to roll to see kind of how many want to go back. Like 73 of the kids want to go with Granny Patsy. There's only like a handful.
Well, sure.
There's like 7 kids that want to go back home. Yeah.
There we go.
And she sort of says, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to do, but I can take them straight from here. if you guys can get the other ones back to, I guess, Valaki, and then you can figure out where they go from then.
Absolutely. How are you going to transport 73 kids safely?
She sort of smiles, and she takes a little crochet hook out of her pack, and she starts like crocheting out of this like she doesn't have any thread, but she starts like moving the hook, and this sort of like energy sort of begins to weave, and she basically really quickly crochets like a doorway that is kind of like filled with this sort of shimmering light. And she says, "Yeah, we'll go through there."
Well, okay then. Can you make one of those to get us back to Valaki real quick with these kids?
She says, "Well, unfortunately, I don't know. I guess
My
here you would
hands
describe it. Here you would describe it as I have a demi-plane that kind of connects to a lot of different places by these threads, so I can get back there and I can get here, but I can't just teleport anywhere I want to go." If that makes sense.
That means that you can get these kids out of this terrible place. Amazing. They deserve to grow up anywhere that isn't here.
Granny Patsy Wanderess asks, if we take these 7 children back to Valaki and their parents aren't there or can't take them back, can we get them to you some way? Will you know?
She sort of thinks for a minute, and then she reaches into her pack and she pulls out a cookie, and she hands it. I guess she offers it. Who would like to take the cookie?
I believe that Wondrous deserves this.
Okay, yeah. So she kind of hands it over to you, Wondrous, if you'll take it.
I'll take it.
And she says, if you need me, I can't guarantee that I can always come in an emergency, but, I'll have a lot on my hands. But eat the cookie, and I'll know, and I'll come find you.
Thank you, Granny Patsy. Granny Patsy, Wanderer says, when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
She says, "Oh, kiddo, listen. I've seen enough to know you're going to be better." And so with that, she leads the children into her shining white doorway and out of Barovia to a place where you don't get to see, but to a place where they can heal. And the rest of you and these remaining 7 children make your way back to the elevator and up out of the tower, which now is just old and dilapidated and sad. And you exit the front door, staring down at the road that will take you back through the mists and the forests and the valley to Valaki. And I think that, friends, is where we're going to end our session today. So, thank you all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed our little deviation from the book for a few minutes while we rag on billionaires and get wholesome despite the fact that we are in the plane of hell. Not really hell, the plane of dread. Anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're going to do our usual sign-off. It looks like we've got a few people in here, so I'd love to raid somebody. If someone could help us find someone to go raid, that would be lovely. In the meantime, if we could please do our usual thing here. So if Vincent, if you would remind everyone who you are, where you can be found on the internet, and who all you played tonight.
Okay, real quick, would you mind if I mention an event that I'm doing tomorrow?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, I didn't want to.
This is the space for self plug. So please feel free.
Yeah, friends, I've been Vincent Page. I played Ash Fireforge. And this actually was a really fun. I didn't expect it to get a little wacky, but it turned into a wholesome moment. Felt really good. Y'all, if you want to come check out the stream on Twitch, Vincent Page, just like I appear before you now. We're doing a giveaway tomorrow. I wanted to remind everybody we're going to be giving away another copy of God of War Ragnarok that was donated to the stream. So I'm very excited. We're going to be doing that about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this, if anybody's listening to this back, this is going to be happening on November 26th. So unfortunately, if you're not there for that, it's already happened. But yeah,
Fair enough.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you guys want to come try to win a game.
Excellent. Omega.
Hey y'all, my name is Omega. You can find me on TikTok typically, Omega MT42. That's M as in Mary. I post low quality content over there.
No, it's only the highest quality, Sam.
It's primo stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So I post some content over there. So feel free to hang out with me over there. And I hang out here every other Friday. I'm just playing Curse of Strahd with all these lovely people. But yeah.
Huzzah. Excellent. Thank you very much. And who did you play tonight? Did you tell us that?
Oh no. I did play Onyx Montarik tonight, the Blade Song Wizard.
Huzzah. Ozzy.
I'm Ozzy. I play Cass Amblecrown, a Ancients Paladin. And it's always a good day when we get to hand it to the capitalists. So fun session.
Nice. And you, oh yeah, you're okay. And bonus mom.
I am Bonus Mom. I played Wanderess, the Circle of Stars druid, who is growing and changing emotionally every day. And it's just practically the most fun I've ever had. I do TikToks. I do TikTok live streams. I am a podcaster. Bonus Mom's Tavern is out there anywhere you go for podcasts. This will be there in a few days. Also, this will become a YouTube video. Is it Bonus Mom on YouTube or it's Ages of Ainor?
No, it's Ages of Ainor on YouTube. If you look at our link dump there in chat, it is youtube.com/c/Ages of Ainor. You don't need to worry about that. Just search Ages of Ainor on YouTube. You'll find it. Yes, but it is Ages of Ainor.
Okay, so probably the biggest thing that I have happening next is that next Sunday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bonus Mom 70 on Twitch, Nerdy Teacher and I will be doing our second session of So You Want to Be a Player and You Want to Build a Character, and we will be talking about barbarians. She'll help with the mechanics of that, and I will help with the backstory. If you want to learn how to build a backstory, hopefully we can come up with one as good as the first one we did. We did Fighter a couple of weeks ago. This has been an experience to anybody out there who might possibly not know. Granny Patsy is a character that I played in a long-term campaign for 4 years. And my incredibly talented and wonderful son has taken all the things about that character and put them into this adventure. And so this has been so much fun for me, and a lot of feels, and I loved it. Thank you very much, Pixel, because this has been a blast.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, I'm Pixel. I'm the GM here for Ages of Ainor for most of our shows, and I also have my own channel, Hammer and Pixel, where we play video games. It's been fun. If I can just take a minute to kind of talk about this, it kind of came to me. I'll just pull the strings back here a little bit. The original adventure has these hags in this thing, in this old Bone Grinder thing, and they just straight up kill the children and bake them into pies. And I was like, that's a little much, I think, for this stream. I didn't really want to go there. And so I kind of decided to do this Granny Patsy thing and introduce Granny Patsy and then have a fake Granny Patsy show up with these evil pies and that they were kidnapping children and stealing their dreams. And it kind of warped into this slightly goofy critique of, how capitalism is destroying the future and stealing the dreams of children. Because I'm Pixel and that's how we do. But yeah, I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. It was a bit of a tone shift and things were a little different. But it was really just coming from a place of trying to, avoid the implying that all these children were killed and eaten. I was like, it's a horror campaign, but that was a little too intense, I thought. So I hope everybody liked our little sidetrack and the slightly goofy stuff that we did with him. We'll be back to the torture and death and pain and misery as soon as we get back to Vallaki, I'm sure. So
We still got that coffin maker to deal with.
yeah, we still got the coffin maker and
True.
whatever else to deal with. So yeah, so anyway, that was just me kind of explicating that. But thank you guys for watching. We are going to go raid. I think we're going to go raid Old World Charm. I guess we have an Old World Charm and Errant Formula. Who do you guys? Old World Charm is playing D&D. They just started about an hour and a half ago.
I didn't see Skittles. I'm sorry. I found them. They're doing they're on their first episode of Curse of Strahd.
Oh,
I'm
they're
cool with
doing
either
Curse of
one.
Strahd. Okay.
Yeah. Totally cool with either one. I didn't see
let me
Skittles.
check
That's
them
why I
out. Hang
posted
on.
it.
Let's go look at them, guys. What do you guys want to see? Someone that just started their first episode of Curse of Strahd, or somebody who I don't know what episode they're on. They're doing something called Shadows of Chimeria, and they don't have an episode number listed, but they are a different group of people. There's kind of a couple of there's a little middle-aged lady in there. We got another bonus mom situation, I think. There's quite a few different kinds of folks in there. But if you guys want to watch Curse of Strahd, since you kind of know that adventure, they are in the Death House, which will be fun for all of you.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see, you can see what kind of fun
no.
things happened to them that didn't happen to you. So I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to bed.
I don't
The
have
old
a
lady's
preference.
tired.
That's fair.
Like I said, I didn't see Skittles. Otherwise, I wouldn't even post anything
Okay.
else. It's just whatever y'all want to do. Not that you're asking me specifically, obviously, but
Well, let's do it. Pick somebody. Golly.
Okay. Tell you what, I say let's raid Old World Charm. They've all got face cams and the other ones don't, so I think that'll be, I don't know. We'll do that. Okay, folks, thanks for hanging out. And I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna do our usual outro song, and please do me a favor until the next time that I see you, if you would be a little more kind to yourself than you think you should, because I promise that you're wrong about that, and you actually should be more kind to yourself even than what you are being. So, thank you for hanging out. It means a ton that you guys enjoy our shenanigans, and we will see you again hopefully in 2 weeks, probably. Holidays pending, right? Of course. So, okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.